残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になれ少年よ神話になれ青い風が今胸のドアを叩いても私だけをただ見つめて微笑んでるあなたそっと触れるもの求めることに夢中で運命さえまだ知らない痛いけな瞳だけどいつか気づくでしょうその背中には未来目指すための羽があること残酷な天使の手で窓辺からやがて飛び立つほとばしる熱いパトスで思い出を裏切るなら
And hello everybody. Here we go, folks. We are here. We are good. I can't find the goddamn main overlay. Okay, there we are, folks. I'm still deafened, which is great. Oh, that is loud.
Cosmic, you had the fucking stream open in the background, so it played it fucking double in the
it did. That's great. That's great. That's wonderful. But you know, it's okay. It's okay because I muted it eventually.
Can I send a link now? Because like
yes, the link should be available. If you go to my channel, it's right there, and then we can get this show on the road.
This thing is still loading. What the fuck?
For fuck's sake, we have started.
We started, guys, so we're live.
Yeah, so...
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome. And now someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. Right.
Cosmic is the worst entertainer in human history.
This is why we need Viper back.
The ancient Greeks would be ashamed of his very existence as a person and as a human.
Wait, who said something?
I swear to God. Okay, everybody, we're back. Hey, everyone, and welcome to the 57th episode of the MapperCast podcast. I'm your host for today, Cosmic Mapping. It's great to be back hosting the show. It was a rocky road to get this off the ground, but we're here, and we're queer. Get used to it. So,
I'm not queer like you, okay? So,
well, yeah, I'm not queer.
Listen. So, unfortunately, Viper couldn't be here today. That's why I'm hosting, and as always, Mysterious couldn't be here. It's kind of makes no sense to even say that anymore. Our featured mapper for today is CheezWafflz Mapping. We are going to be taking a look at his alternate future of the World Series. Our fan winner is OnlyBro555. This has got to be like his 77th time as fan winner. Our guests, we got the wonderful, illustrious, superb Queens, Imperial Mapping, and NTR. Coming back again. I believe their second time on the show, respectively.
I don't like him.
They're back. It's great to have them back.
I don't like them.
I
love better.
Okay, hold on. I'm having a little bit of issues. Okay. And as always, the links to everyone in the podcast are in the description below. And also, we are delaying Batran's MapperCast review till the next episode because it's 6 hours long and none of us have the time to do that right now. Anyway, so I'm going to go through the topics real quick. As I said, we'll be doing CheezWafflz Alternate Future of the World Series. Then we're going to do the fan request, which is who do you think will be the dominant ideologies in the year 2100? Now we're going to pull the Wildcard topic out of the hat. Then we shall discuss our experiences with YouTube/mapping burnout and how we deal with it. It's a problem everyone has. Then our Halloween plans, fairly innocuous. Then we'll be discussing just the great topic of T-Series surpassing PewDiePie's, the most subscribed channel on YouTube. Gotta love it. Then we'll be doing the results of this week's batch of MapperCast Discord polls, Q&A, quiz to end the show, and then we'll be saying goodbye. So let's get the show on the road.
One thing, how are you gonna do the wild card if you can't see your beautiful face?
We can see my beautiful face. You weren't here during the last show.
No, we're in a whole... We've covered everything, Mindria. Don't you worry.
Don't even worry about it, Mindria. So yes, I am your host for today, Cosmic Mapping.
Hey, it's me, 99 Batran. Today. Stop laughing, okay? Anyways, yeah. Today I'm this podcast, and this is actually pretty interesting looking podcast so far. So let's get moving.
Hey, it's me, Mindria here.
Hello, everyone. It's your boy IMC here, and today, welcome to the MapperCast. We have some great topics, such as what do you think will be dominant ideologies in the year 2000? So stay tuned for those amazing topics.
Hello, Brunei nationalist here.
Oh my god.
And hello, this is the fake fascist Hunter here. Let's have a...
Did Rat go?
Rat said it.
He did.
Oh, okay. I'm
He's
just
really
stupid.
natural.
Alright, keep going. Oh, no. Oh, that was his. Okay.
Fucking numbnuts.
Alright, continue.
This is too much fun.
Greetings, everyone. Imperial here.
Hello, I'm very thankful for Cosmic here. I am Benji and Kilnun. Thanks to Cosmic for inviting me. Yes.
Awesome. It's great to have you, NTR.
Also known
Okay.
as NTR.
Okay,
No,
awesome.
I'm Benji.
Do I have my...
Okay.
Wait, Rat, did you just admit you're Brunei nationalist?
No.
Yes, he did.
He
He
finally
did.
did.
He
Echoing,
did. He
seriously.
did. Yeah, someone
Yeah,
is
who's
echoing.
echoing?
I don't...
Once
Yeah.
about fucking time.
No?
Yeah, someone's echoing. Don't know
Oh, it
who.
was Chris.
Oh, it was Chris, of course. Of course it was Chris. Anyways, so let's jump into our first topic. We are going to discuss CheezWafflz Alternate Future of the World Series. You know, a staple, a classic. Who wants to start us off here?
Cosmic, you start.
Me start? I only saw Season 2, so if someone... Did anyone watch the full thing?
Yeah, it sucked.
Okay, sounds like you have a strong opinion. What do you want to elaborate?
Yeah, sure. I have a lot written down. Like I don't have a thing, the whole overall thing written down, but apparently there were like mentions of emoticons. There were occasional swearing here and there. The grammar wasn't that great considering that he's an American as well.
Oof.
Pure State of China is just basically Nazi Germany ripoff, Hitler 2.0. Apparently World War IV, I think that was it.
No,
I
World
don't
War
know.
78.
Yeah, that was a lot bigger than World War III.
Cosmic, you need to
And-
scroll up on the fucking Discord.
I already did that. It's just...
And World War III wasn't even a world war, since only 3 of the 7 continents were at war.
It was
Anyways.
half a world war.
Anyways, I have a little bit more in-depth stuff. So at the start of the series, there was like this big problem that music was like really often repeated, like
Oh yes.
Music was Daniel.
the exact same music minus one song from episode 1 was like the same music in episode 2. So that was
It also was Nightcore.
yeah, and
Oh yeah, Nightcore. That reminds me of Daniel so much.
yeah, so also significant amount of spelling and grammar mistakes, which shouldn't happen, especially when English is your native language. And with the country boards, the emotions don't really change at all. Like the only times when I saw them change is when like the overall style of the map and the country boards changed. But other than that, other than like adding blood or something like that, it didn't really change. So you should definitely change the emotions of country boards, otherwise the country boards are pretty much useless. Now plot-wise, it was like, again, this cliche West versus communism cliche for the narrative part, that like the communists are like the big evil people. And I think most of us can agree with that this is a cliche that is as old as mapping itself, probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, and when we are on the topic of cliches, the season 2 also is like a quite blatant season 2 apocalypse kind of cliche, especially like the newest style that has come up with I think Proxima's FOE, I think it was. And yeah. And also one thing, turning the electricity off, I very much doubt would like fucking collapse all the countries on Earth.
Yeah, I was
I-
very
I-
confused
I mean-
with that.
I do say I like that better than just like another fucking nuclear war. It was
Yeah,
it was something
it would
different.
cause a lot of trouble. But humanity has lived for thousands of years without electricity and with stable governments and even like societies.
Well,
According to Cheese, that's going to be our end.
Well, it didn't really end the world necessarily, because like all the nations are still kind of there. They're just kind of shrouded in this darkness. Because when they pop up, they're still fairly established with their borders and everything. It's not like they're all new nations emerging from the darkness.
Yeah, but I think most nations would like stay as one.
I do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do think that if the world, I mean, obviously, it wouldn't follow the fucking.
Wait,
the
then the
events of
dark
the
side
show.
would never happen though. Imperial, you need to end that collab now. The fucking
yes.
countries need.
Oh
Well,
no.
the problem with the dark side is there is no sun.
Yes.
Yeah, but
Causes all
still, the
sorts of
electricity will
problems.
run out, and then they will all die.
Yeah, the problem. Yeah, chlorophyll won't fucking work anymore. So.
Okay.
But anyways, back to topic.
Yeah. A few things I want to say. I mean, what can you even say about the Night Corps? I feel it didn't appear in any of the later episodes, so I think Cheese has learned his lesson. That Night Corps is no good. It's no good at all. I'm glad we've it really does boggle my mind that for a second there was like Night Corps anime music was legitimately a serious thing in mapping. It's fucking
Daniel.
It was like it was insanity. Every mapping video felt like a fucking 2007 Naruto fan art compilation. It was fucking insane.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm glad he worked past that. Yeah, thanks Daniel for that. You know, Daniel, man, I have many stances on him.
And also one thing at last, it's very obvious that your style is kind of copying Japanese style. To an extent that it's like so similar, I wouldn't say that you have your own style visual.
Ooh, that's brutal. So, to get into this, like I said, I only saw
I mean, it's
the
way
second...
too similar to Japanese style.
It's similar, yeah. Yeah, I only saw the second season, so, but luckily there was an apocalypse that kind of, for the most part, reset everything. But, yeah, I did like the start. It just sort of, with that wind, that howling wind sound effect just over the wasteland, that established some ambiance and was... I really enjoyed that, but, I think the biggest problem with this show is that the macro is pretty great. The macro plots. There's a lot of great plot points that I really like. Like, I like the nations of North America being cut off from the Pacific and everywhere else, so they kind of have to work together to get through that. That's a good plot point. And then the stuff with the non-electricity powered laser mystery and yada yada. They're really good, like, large plot points. But I think the problem here is the micro story. There's, like, the micro is, like, you know, things like character interaction and development and dialogue. That's where the issue is here, which is sort of... That's also the issue I have with anime, really, is, like, a lot of those shows have really great large plot points, but when it comes to, like, micro things like character, dialogue, it kind of falls flat. So, I mean... There needs to be more just moments where the characters talk with one another. Like, I feel like a douchebag pointing to myself for a positive example, but like in the episode 3 of Alternate Future of the USA, there's a whole scene where Kentucky and Maine just sort of talk, you know, and you get a little bit of the sense of who they are. Maine is insecure about joining this alliance, and, you know, Kentucky's more of a stoic leader type. And, you know, nothing about that scene really advanced the plot further, but it gave you an idea of who these guys were as characters. And you need to build up strong characters if you want to have a compelling story, because that's what we love about stories, is when you see characters that feel like people to you being tested. You know, I don't really like The Walking Dead much anymore, but the reason why, like, the first 5 to 6 seasons were so great is because these were people that you knew. There was a lot of time spent on the micro development of those characters so that when hardship struck, it felt like, you know, a member of your family was in trouble and you really cared about what happened to these people. So if you don't develop strong characters, the large story isn't going to feel great. I'm going to mod you now, Alp. So someone else talk.
So, but to Cosmic, this thing that character development is so important, I feel like that many people in the community have missed that, because I fairly often get criticism that I am writing too much. Yeah, I'm writing too much, but mostly the dialogue itself is criticized, because why is it there? because people usually don't see that character development is important. And then I think it's not a problem of Chris particularly that he is missing some of those character developments. I think that's more of a problem in the community itself.
Yeah.
So don't be too
The
hard.
problem with you Imperial is that you overdo it way too much.
Yeah, that's why.
I'd rather you overdo it than underdo it, honestly.
Let's read the Imperial series.
Words of dialogue, and then at some point you just ask yourself what's going on. That's not how it's supposed to be.
No,
at least when you look at a certain, at least when you look at a certain series that starts with A.
No, please don't.
Aaron Giff.
No,
I've never seen it, but from what I saw, it seemed good. I don't know, man. I think I don't understand.
didn't
What was
see it,
wrong
though.
about Aaron Giff? Honestly, is it because if the main criticism is honestly it went too far, then that's stupid.
You're stupid.
That it was fantasy.
How is that a bad thing? I think that's incredibly interesting that he tried to make a fantasy series.
That the fucking series had too much exposition. You were fucking crushed under the exposition.
That brings me to another point, though. There was a few times in this show.
Guys, we're getting off both of you.
Also, couldn't we talk about my series?
There was Bristol and what's his name? Newcastle. They both had scenes where they just sort of dumped exposition out of nowhere, and it felt so incredibly unnatural, like they were reading from a fucking Wikipedia article. It was when the Welsh Empire first appeared, and it was like, oh, how'd this guy get so powerful? And then just fucking, well, there was a guy named this, and he did that, and then this happened, and then that!
Yes,
and like,
basically.
you can't do that. You can do exposition, but you gotta be a little more nuanced with it, you know? If you're having a certain character deliver the exposition, tell yourself, like, okay, how would this guy say it? Who is this guy? What are his biases? Is he more authoritarian? Is he less, you know, is he sort of bombastic, or is he more of like a, you know, a leader type guy? And, you know, deliver it through the lens of the character. If you just, like, dump it like an article, it feels incredibly unnatural.
I have to feel that this is the most difficult thing about writing, or one of the most.
Yeah, is making it to sound like people are saying it, and not just you on a keyboard. That's probably the hardest part.
And not stretching it too long.
Multiple coughs. I don't know if that's intended towards Imperial or me. It could be either.
Not you.
Anyways, so yeah, I think I made my point. It's a good macro story. There are a lot of great plot points. Episode 4 kind of steered it back in a good direction for me. I think China had some good lines there during the flashback part. But overall, definitely I'd say, Cheese, you got to focus more on the character stuff and just dialogue. Because you already got good plot points, good visuals, good everything else. You just got to hone in on character development. So, should we move on?
I have something else to say.
Oh yeah, you go. I don't think we let him talk at all. You go.
So at the start, it was pretty like average, but towards the end, like as you said, it became a lot better. Like the radiation stuff and like those macro plots, like the series really started to look like an actual well-produced TV show that you would see on TV. Of course, with spelling mistakes, and it was made by a 15-year-old. But it did look like it was starting to gain some actual quality, if that makes sense.
And yeah, you had like an audio glitch that fucking blew my ears out.
I didn't hear it. That might have been me unmuting my mic.
When I like screamed "what?" that was when it happened.
I didn't hear you.
Sorry.
What?
Well, that's all that I have to say.
Okay, yeah, I guess the consensus here is, you know, just there's some micro details that need to be worked out. Okay, so let's move on to whatever is next. The fan request. So this is from OnlyBro555, our resident fan request winner. And he says, what do you think will be the dominant ideologies in the year 2100? So a full 100 years down the line. What do you guys think?
Probably democracy.
No idea. It's too far into the future. Literally anything could happen.
That's true.
Pretty sure that the ideologies that develop in the future will probably not be the same as now. Like it'll be like completely the ideology produced in the future would morph depending on the issues of that time. And I'm pretty sure that, yeah, like I said, the ideology not be the same as today, and would probably be alien to us. As
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know if it would. I don't know if it'd be alien.
I mean, there'll be some distinction, but the democracy in the future will probably not be the same today. I can tell you.
Let's
that.
look at an example, an historical example.
I wanted to say that.
For fuck's sakes, would have people in, let us say, 1750 would have suspected that, like around 40 years later, there would be someone spreading a republican system throughout the entirety of Europe, and this man would be a Corsican dude. And that, like, the entire world order would have been shattered. Would you have predicted that in 1750? No,
No,
of course
nobody
not.
ever would have done that.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's
that's
just
why he
like how
says-
today we can suspect like anything in the future.
Yeah,
especially
Trump
with-
is like a dark horse. He doesn't. Yeah, he's not expected.
One
Trump,
thing, though,
Trump
which
is not
very-
fucking.
I don't know why you got to bring it
Yeah.
to Trump.
No, but no. I mean, it's no. This is why I'm.
One thing that is very interesting is that throughout the generations, one thing became very apparent, that the younger generations always seem to like to oppose the current generation, which is in power. Like we had that in the 30s, for example, in Germany, where there were many Republicans or many liberals in power, and that actually got into the that actually led to opposing force in the youth, which wanted to distance itself from the older generations. And this is one reason which so many think that fascism got to rule, because many people just favored those ideologies more because it was different from what they knew. It was like something they
It's
used
hip
to
and cool and
distance
edgy.
themselves. Yes, and that's why I think that we will have at least one generation not being liberal as our society is right now. And I think when maybe 2100, maybe that's already over then. But this is a system that
it's
really
the things like in an increasingly digital world. I'm pretty sure we'll have different, like, everything, all the information will be faster.
I mean, is there a future for us?
No, not really.
That's great. I mean, it's
World War
incredibly
III will
difficult
happen.
to say anything about what 2100 would be like. Because let's say you go back and ask someone in 1918 what will be the dominant ideology in 2000, they'd probably say like communism or something.
Also,
but,
I mean, we are seeing this now because we have those. I have seen this meme, like where edgy teenagers following ideology that killed millions of people in the past. I mean,
Yeah, but that's because
the fucking mapping community.
This is happening right now. This shift between the generations is happening right now. So
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's disastrous. People will
and
always
now
go
it's
for
going
what they
into
think
two
is cool.
directions. Still going in two directions, though.
They want to be different than their parents, and if that also means being a cretinous fascist, then there you go.
Yeah.
Chris.
I mean, my parents are anti-fascist, but okay, sure.
Okay.
No, it's just saying that the opposite of the
but they allow you to have a flag of the Italian social state.
They're anti. I think you said they're not.
Yeah, they're not anti-fascist.
Oh, they're
Oh,
fascist.
yeah. They're
No, well, no, absolutely.
It's all about identity. Everyone wants to.
No, I mean they're not going out like causing ooh fascism.
And he's dead.
Same.
They're like oh fascism happened, fashion happened. It's over now. There's no point in complaining about it anymore.
I think you could make some solid assumptions about 2050, maybe.
Yeah.
2100 is too far away.
Yeah, 2100. There's nothing you can say because everything will change. I definitely think climate change will have a huge effect on whatever the by then, like whatever ideology is most prominent then, climate change will probably be a huge factor behind it because we'll be just fucked in the ass by then.
Probably something with environmentalism, hopefully.
Calling it
Hopefully,
again.
God, hopefully. Assuming people aren't fucking nuts, it'll be a primarily
We need to
environmentalist
destroy
based
Earth
sort of
forever.
deal.
Or
We got to
make an
for the
ideology.
economy, guys. Anyway, so
I gotta make money.
gotta make that money. The fucking
We should do that generational theory.
Red, aren't
Maybe.
aren't the Greens second strongest party now in Germany?
They are overtaking the CDU very soon. That's the problem.
What the fuck? God.
Swear to God.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we
they're
have
only like 3% apart anymore.
we have environmentalism in Germany very soon, so that's great.
The Greens are lobbyists. That's the problem.
Nah.
So should we
Maybe-
move on?
Maybe promote the green industry.
The Greens in Germany aren't that green. That's the problem.
I kind of like a greenish brown, I guess.
No, they like a greenish black.
Mud.
Alright, so let's move on. There you go, Only Bro. I hope we didn't really say anything, so... Anyway, so we are moving on to the Wildcard topic. So hopefully I click the right scene. And, that is not the right one, is it this? Yes, it is! Hey, everybody! How we doing? It's me. We got the black bars. It's great. Here's the hat. So,
wow, you look... What happened to your eyes?
What happened to your eyes? They look dead.
Let me explain. So my eyes always look like this. It's just the Google thing is it doesn't process them right. I have severe eczema, and it's just always dry and terrible. It's just always. So ignore my eyes. They're not having it today.
I mean,
You know?
I think it looks pretty.
Here, maybe if I turn down this light.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
That's lovely.
Hat! So let's see what we get. Hopefully we don't get the dumpster diving topic, because Viper isn't here. And that would just crush
I want
his
to
little
die.
heart. That would crush his heart. So let's see what we get.
Dumpster diving.
Whoa.
Dumpster
Blue,
diving.
blue, blue, blue. What we got here, guys? We got...
Dumpster diving.
we got a fuck, kill, marry.
I
got-
swear.
Fuck, kill, marry.
Oh
I
no.
love this. I love
Oh god, I
this.
dropped it. Fuck, kill, marry. Jeb Bush. Ben Shapiro. And Batran.
Okay, so we have fucking order. We go from top to bottom in the order of the Discord thing. So Alp starts.
Okay, so
Oh,
what I
boy.
do
You know
this.
what the answer for Jeb Bush is?
No, okay. okay, how
Everyone's
about
gonna
this?
tap
How
out.
about this?
Who are we kidding?
I grab. Okay, listen. I grab the closest knife to me and just fucking stab myself in the head.
Wait, how is that?
Don't be such a cunt. Just
You know,
answer the
it's
question.
tradition. It's got to be two people and then Batran.
I mean, how is
I'm not answering because
No,
Batran, that's it. I want to hear what Batran says for
28
this.
times after that. How about that?
I mean, how is Batman even gonna answer when he's himself in the actual question?
Kill Batran.
Yeah, I'd kill myself.
All right. So Alp says he'd kill himself, but let's just say you
Immediately.
have to give you have to give a real answer. Batran, what would you do? Let's say it's a clone of yourself. Okay. All right. NTR. How about you?
Do I answer all of them at the same time?
Yeah. Fuck, kill,
him,
marry.
So I would fuck Ben Shapiro. I would marry. Wait, who's the other one?
Jeb Bush.
Jeb Bush.
Yeah, I would marry Jeb Bush for obvious reasons, and I would
you.
kill.
Wow.
I would kill the Burger Boy.
Wow.
I just realized in this fuck kill Mary topic, Batran is always.
Yeah, he's always there. It's needed.
Also,
No,
the
no.
Chris is the fucking reason for the.
Yeah, Chris is the Echo Kid.
Oh yeah, by the way, no,
Oh.
not the burger.
I mean, I don't hear. Oh.
Ex Burger Boy.
He's ex
Sure,
Burger Boy.
what-
All right, I guess I'll go.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I don't
Oh.
even make it.
Okay, so oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna marry Jeb Bush. Cause he's just like I don't love him, but he seems like a wholesome enough dude. He seems wholesome, seems nice. And oh god damn. Okay, I'm gonna fucking
I think I know who.
I'm gonna fucking kill Ben Shapiro. I'm gonna fuck Batran.
I knew it.
I'm gonna fuck that. Get over here, Batran.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gay
start
like
drawing.
you.
Get on over. You got my address. Come on down.
You really hate Ben Shapiro. To the
I
point
do.
where-
I despise Ben
to-
Shapiro with every
to the
fiber
point
of
you-
my
to
soul.
the point you would
Well,
fuck
that was
him.
not hard for you. I
And
guess.
Batran, okay, honestly, Batran looks so much better than Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is a little troll, man. He's gross. Ben Shapiro is disgusting. Morally
I'm
and
already
physically.
drawing the banner.
She's just spamming on Discord saying Ben Shapiro, Ben Shapiro, Ben
Jesus.
Shapiro. So wait, is it my turn now? Or no, it's Imperial. Or
Wow.
Well, I'm obviously gonna marry.
The chat's like really uproaring right now.
I'm obviously gonna marry Jeb Bush because, I mean, I cannot hurt him.
He's a wholesome dude.
Yeah, I could not hurt him. That feels wrong. Feels wrong.
Feels very wrong.
Yeah. And now the difficult part. I have not seen Batran in my life, so
You haven't?
no, I didn't.
Uh,
cannot.
if you go on the Discord server, there's a photo of him like in the
No.
the only ass I need is a woman's ass.
No, don't.
Sorry, so I cannot make a fair judgment, so I have to go with killing him because I haven't seen him.
Oh.
PewDiePie probably doesn't even know who Ben Shapiro is.
You can't take my word for it.
I was thinking of killing him because those memes are annoying.
Okay, this is epic.
So yeah, this meme is so annoying. I cannot stand it. But I think this is the final decision I have to settle on. If Batman looks hot, sorry, I didn't know. Yeah.
What?
Guess he will
He
die.
looks hot as fuck. You're missing out, dude.
Guess he will
Anyways,
die.
Chris, go on so we don't have to echo.
Oh, wait, is it still echoing? I felt
Yes.
lower the
Yeah.
voice.
You gotta,
Yes, it is
just gotta
echoing.
keep your thing muted when you're not talking.
Okay, I just love Discord. Anyways,
You should.
well, I guess fuck, let me think.
Does this require that much
I-
mental
I-
deliberation? You gotta let me pour over the data.
I guess I'd kill Jeb Bush.
Wow!
What? How dare you?
You fucking cruel son of a bitch! I swear to God, I will prolapse your anus, Chris. I will prolapse it.
I thought this was a MapperCast, not Jeb Bush fan
How
club.
dare you?
It is Jeb Bush fan club.
We gotta get Jeb
Wait,
Bush on the
It is
show,
a Jeb Bush
guys.
fan club.
How can
I'll
you
be
not,
the president of the Jeb Bush fan club. Actually,
how can you not be a fan of him though?
I don't know. I know nothing about him.
I mean, he's
Okay, now we
terrible
gotta-
politically.
Shame on you.
I'd rather
gotta-
I'd rather be shot in the fucking nutsack than ever vote for him. But he seems like a
Okay,
nice
Carl,
guy.
we are keeping
I feel
Chris.
bad for him.
Well, I know nothing about him politically, personally. I only know the meme about him.
Please clap. He's
Anyway.
sad. He's a sad boy.
Well, that's why
He's the kid. He's the innocent kid.
That's why I'm nice enough to put him out of his misery. Anyways,
Okay, that's fair, I guess.
anyways, I guess I'd fuck Ben Shapiro.
The disgusting
And,
little troll man.
Well, Cosmic. At least, what's best? Just fucking him once, or living with him the rest of your life.
Well,
So,
just kill him.
No, I'd rather kill. I don't. Okay, I've
Why
seen
does this-
Jeb Bush.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I don't know much about Jeb Bush, but I've seen him, and I do not want to fuck that. So no, I fuck Ben Shapiro, and I'd marry Patron. There we go.
Okay.
You don't have to fuck the person you marry.
Okay.
What about you,
okay,
Mitria?
Oh, am I the last one?
No, it's
No,
you then,
I'm
Rat.
coming after that.
Okay. I would. I would kill Ben.
There we go. Off to a good start.
This is difficult. I would marry Jeb Bush,
Ah, great.
and I would fuck Batron.
There you wow.
Easier said than done.
There you go.
Okay. So my turn. So
Yikes.
I obviously will fuck Jeb Bush because
Wait.
obviously-
Obviously. Who doesn't want that thick dick?
Red wants a baby.
you know, there's like we have like an old term in here in Germany, and it goes something like this: Auf alten Stuten lernt man zu reiten. Every
What does
German
that
can
mean?
now giggle. Every 12-year-old German can now giggle in his fucking back closet.
Good that.
And okay, good. And
Are
yeah,
we caring to? Are we caring to translate it though?
I would marry
Please do.
Batran because he's about my age. And
Ooh.
if I would marry Jeb Bush, then he would die, and then I would be sad for the rest of my life. And,
That's wow. That's a different take.
You would be
Ben
sad
Shapiro-
nevertheless.
And Ben Shapiro, I won't marry for the reason I'm going to name next, because I'm going to kill him. So I can post on Twitter, okay, this is epic, and put an newspaper screenshot of him saying that I murdered him.
Of him saying that you murdered him.
Yeah, no, there's like a newspaper article that was
okay.
about me murdering him, and I put a caption on it. Okay, this is epic.
That's great. You
Wow.
you had a lot of different like reasons.
And now please clap.
Woo! Yeah! Woo!
Wow.
Yeah.
So great stuff, guys. Great stuff. I know we're really getting into the intellectual nuanced conversations here, but we got to move on, unfortunately. So
No.
Wait, I'm almost done with my
Why?
fan art.
oh Jesus
Mamo
fucking
cat.
God! If it's me, fucking Batran, I
Oh,
swear to
Mamo.
God, I'm gonna turn that dick around and fuck you, NTR. If that's what's going on there.
I
Wait.
spread that everywhere.
We are ascending as we speak.
Jesus Lord mercy. Okay, folks, so let's move on. Next topic, we are going to discuss our experience with YouTube/mapping burnout and how do we
Didn't
deal with
that
this.
already 3 times?
I don't believe so. I think we've been
think we
asked
should
it.
go-
several
Down.
times. So, yeah. Everybody gets burned out. Usually people oh my god, NTR, that's... oh, I just...
Candlelight has not been lit again.
Anyways, I was gonna say,
Oh,
people usually, you know, they externalize those feelings in the form of a fucking shitty 30-second long video, black screen, white text, says I'm quitting, and then it announces a Discord server. But how do you deal with that in a more healthy way? Tell me, let us know, folks.
Haven't we
Not
talked about
posting anything.
Haven't we talked about it like 3 times already?
I don't know, Chris.
Yeah, we talked about it 3 times.
Well, let's discuss it again.
Here's how you do it, okay? Do
That's
not
it for
post
the 4th
anything.
time, boss.
Well, I haven't said anything about it yet, so
Here's a tip though. If you're gonna get burned out, do not post anything, okay? You'll go wait for it to come back. It's not much.
Yeah, it's so easy. Just take a break or whatever. That's what we say. That's what we saying every 3 times. Just take a break. Boom, done. There we
Okay,
go.
Chris, your Discord
Button.
name that you keep changing it, like it's going outside of the boundary of the stream overlay.
I don't care. I'm
I swear to
keeping it.
God.
They get what it is.
to be
Is
honest,
Batron still on break?
Alright, folks, I'm fixing it, so I apologize
Yeah,
for
no,
everything's
you're
about
not.
to jump around. Alright, there we
No,
go.
no.
Okay, I guess
Whoa.
for me it's never a question of whether or not you're echoing, Chris. You fucking
Oh,
echo.
fuck's sake.
You're echoing though.
You fucking Amazon echo.
You fucking subhuman piece of shit.
Anyways, it's never a question of if I need to stop, because it's just like making videos has been such a permanent fixture in my life for so goddamn long. Like I'm never gonna stop it, but burnout is a really real thing, and you know, folks often they think that just means we gotta fucking quit now. But you know, there's more healthy ways to deal with that. And since everyone else here on the crew is like, we already did this, I don't remember it. So let's hear from the guests, Imperial, NTR. How about NTR? You've quit before and now you're back.
This
so what
this
was the deal with
candlelight
that?
has not been lit.
You're back.
He quits again.
Did you quit again?
Yeah, I quit a long time ago.
Oh man.
You like just made a video 2 months ago, or am I wrong?
2 months ago, yeah, 4 months ago.
Okay, I guess he quit again.
I
He's
have my
not quitting.
fluctuations.
He's on hiatus. He's probably gonna come back.
Yeah.
No, I quit. I quit.
No.
That's what you said before, NTR, and you fucked up the
No, I
whole
quit
mapping
for real
whispers thing.
Then
I'm still angry at you about that, by the way. Made a
Nah,
whole
fuck you.
Photoshop graphic for it and everything. I was like, oh, subscribe to NTR, and then he never did anything.
Thanks. Okay. If you want to continue mapping, then and you're burnt out,
Don't.
just don't upload.
Just don't
Okay,
upload.
fine.
Don't announce that you're quitting or that. You'll lose subscribers.
Cough, Batman.
Shut up.
I mean, you
did
can
not say
announce
anything
you're
about
on a
that.
hiatus. That could happen.
Just don't write anything.
Yeah.
Just don't make a
just-
whole big
just
song and
disappear.
dance about it, you know?
Yeah, just let it come back to you. Okay.
Let it come back to you, because chances are it will. And then you'll fucking feel shitty about it that you quit, and then you'll come back and you'll look like an idiot. Like NTR.
I didn't look like an idiot.
If
What
you
the
go
fuck?
on,
Channel pride.
I
Far.
if
don't
you
know,
go on hiatus or anything, don't make a video or anything about, because that will just lose your subscribers.
yes.
Yeah.
One thing which I am doing is I think I've never burned out or anything yet. And
Nerd.
thank you. And the thing I'm doing is it has to do with my work schedule. I've basically 1 week in the month I'm not doing anything at all. I'm just saying nope. This is not the time. Usually once the week after I've uploaded, because this is giving me some relief. Then the 2 weeks after that I'm working quite a bit, like every second day. And then in the last week I'm really pushing it. So I'm partially working. I think last time I've worked 6 hours per day once. And this
Damn.
is after this week I'm tired, but I have this week of free time afterwards, which gives me the relief. So, and it also depends on the length of it. Yeah. This really depends. But this is what I'm doing to keep myself from burning out, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta take breaks.
One thing that I should add: if you're not feeling like mapping, but you want to, then just don't.
Yeah.
Like you don't always have to make videos. If you're not feeling like it, then just don't. Just do it when you want to. Then
Thanks for the advice, NTR.
Yes, Minja, you're welcome. You don't have to force yourself to work on a video if you don't want to.
People say that I'm quiet. Do I need to speak louder?
No, I think it sounds
No,
like your
it's
mic's
fine.
a little bit away. Yeah, it's
Screech
okay,
your
yeah.
fucking lungs out.
I think it's okay. It just sounds, it's like it's a little bit further from your face, but it's not like
All right.
it's
yeah,
not
that-
noticeably bad.
That's because the microphone is broken. I cannot fix it. It's integrated in my headset and it's just going down.
Then yeah, it's okay.
I need a new one.
Welsh doesn't know what he's talking about. He's a
Yeah.
fucking fuck.
Anyways,
So yeah, I think we said all there is to be said, so let's go ahead and move on. I have a cold, if you couldn't tell. I'm loving it. I love just the phlegm just fermenting in my
just
throat
noticed.
constantly. It's great. I love it. It's a great time. So, next topic is, if I can not be stupid and find it. Okay, we're going to discuss our Halloween plans because it's the Halloween episode and we have to fucking say something about Halloween. So what are you guys doing for Halloween?
Sitting at home.
probably sitting in my home all day.
I have a
Sitting
Finnish
in my
exchange
home all
student
day.
over staying at me, so I can't do shit.
The thing is, the day when evening we have a free day, so I'm using this with some of my friends to drink. Basically,
Wow.
this is sad. It has
Good
nothing to do
enough.
with it has nothing to do with Halloween, but we are just drinking. Done because we have free time on the next day.
Well, that sounds nice. I learned
Sounds exciting.
when I first
Sounds
moved.
like I'm an alcoholic.
Yes,
Wait,
you
you're
are.
not.
Not yet.
Yeah, I learned that I couldn't trick or treat anymore in around 2013.
Oh, so sad.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah.
It was really disappointing. Yeah, I went out with my sisters. I had just moved to this neighborhood. It's a pretty stuffy, rich kid sort of area. We're like the only poor people here. It's weird. We shouldn't be here. We should be in the slums of DC, but I'm thankful that we're not. So, yes, I went out. I can't remember how I was dressed. I don't even think I was wearing a costume. I was just wearing like fucking sweatpants. It wasn't it wasn't good.
Crucial detail.
But I was running around with all these kids, like a little kid, like I was, quote, supervising them, but I was also, you know, I wanted some fucking candy. I want the goddamn candy, so I was supervising them, but I brought a bag with me, and I'd go up to every goddamn door, and every single person kind of looked at me a little weird. You know, it's this mob of kids, and then just like this one big asshole. I was 13 at the time, but I kind of looked a lot older. I looked like I was 16, and it was just like really not okay at all. And I really crushed my soul when we walked up to one other house. There was this older guy. He gave candy to all the kids. I looked at him. I went, "Can I have some too?" He stared me down and went, "No."
Fucking nigger, piss off my fucking property.
He just like, he looked so genuinely disgusted. And he just, no. And I didn't get candy from him.
No, you cannot. That
Yeah.
My mom.
And that was what I learned, you know, no more of that. I think I'm done with that. So, yeah, my tradition for a while after that was I'd just stay in, I'd get some candy, and I'd watch the JonTron Halloween special, but then he was outed as a racist, so I can't enjoy him anymore. Fun
Aren't
stuff.
you racist?
Yeah, I am a well-known racist, NTR. We all know it.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
My sister is racist.
He's racist against white people.
Whoa. I am a
no.
self-hating white person, but not because I'm white. I just hate myself.
He cheered to the evil guy in Black Panther.
What?
Comic figures are
Yeah, that he-
racist?
Yeah, the antagonist wanted to have like a black world.
No, I didn't fucking root for Eric Killmonger. Anyway, so what am I doing this year? I'm going up to visit my neighbor, you know, investigate 311. We're gonna relax. We're gonna do some things we shouldn't
Smoke
do.
some weed.
Just shut up,
Yeah.
rat.
yes,
Shush.
smoke some weed and make Viper die.
Shh.
He's doing illegal things.
It's okay. It's okay. We don't need to say these
FBI
things.
open up.
We don't need to say these
Yeah,
things.
open up.
For the record, we're not. I'm going up there. We're gonna have nice, wholesome young boy fun, and we're gonna watch some
And
scary
smoke
movies.
some weed.
Now we're gonna have nice, wholesome young boy fun. It's gonna be great.
Isn't
Young
that
boy
smoking
fun,
weed?
this sounds wrong.
That sounds a lot worse than the illegal thing.
Cosmic, are you Catholic?
What'd you say?
Are you Catholic?
No, I'm not Catholic.
He's a fucking
Catholic.
supremacist.
He's a Muslim.
I was baptized,
He's a Jew.
but I'm like very.
Jew.
I'm a fucking
insult our Lord and Savior
agnostic
Jesus
Christian,
Christ.
if that makes any sense.
Isn't it completely normal to be baptized in the US? Like,
Yeah, it is. It's just
Why-
Baptism is the bane of existence.
yeah, baptism, but being baptized is not being a Baptist.
yeah. It doesn't mean you're a Baptist.
Das ist Taufe.
Baptist.
Taufe.
Little boys fun.
Just means
Okay.
means you're
Das
Baptist.
ist
Nice,
Okay,
wholesome young
let's
boy fun.
continue. We're getting off
What
topic.
are you doing, Rad? I want to know what you're doing.
in truth
Nothing.
he has.
I
in
already
truth he
said
has
I'm going to
say-
do nothing.
hear
I have
you.
I have a Finnish exchange student over at me this week.
What the
I
fuck?
can't do shit.
Why?
Just
Why
buy
do you
I
have
the
a
fucking
Finnish?
student?
No, I mean, why do you have the student?
Because school programs and whatnot.
They force people to live with you?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's very
Whoa.
strange.
No. I have a
Whoa.
fucking school band and they have exchange students here now.
Oh, you have a school, man?
He may not have it,
we,
but we had it.
yeah, we don't have a school in Germany. School is not a thing that we've discovered yet.
You guys fuck?
Nazi technology.
Yeah, Nazis.
Cosmic, immediately you asked that question. Why am I not fucking surprised? You
Because it's we're talking about you guys have nice wholesome young boy fun. We're talking about nice wholesome young boy fun. I want to know if they have that. You know,
Wholesome
I'm
young
concerned for
Jumping
Red.
off to fucking World of Gumball porn.
Oh my god, we're not starting with that argument again. We're not starting
we
with
are
that.
bringing it up right now.
No, we're
What's
not.
the
That shit
deal with
Let's get
Nicole?
into the Q&A for fuck's sake.
God,
Okay,
fuck.
let's
What's the
continue.
deal
We're
with
getting
Nicole?
political here.
All right, hold on, Chris. I want to hear. What are you doing for Halloween, Chris? Knowing your
Chris,
fucking
Chris.
weird shit. What are you doing?
Chris,
That's
come back, you
definitely
fucker.
himself.
He is deafened.
Communicate with him.
He's deaf.
I
Did
brought
he
him that he
deafen
should
himself?
return.
Yeah, he
I-
deafened himself.
Why?
I brought him that he
Why
should
did he-
return, but he didn't return yet.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, definitely
okay. I
so.
guess Chris is just fucking gone then. That's great.
Also, some
He
people
went
would
to the
know that.
gym.
Also, some people can imagine that I could do the best costumes because I have this feature.
Okay.
Your t-shirt is your costume.
All right, let's move on, folks. So that was great. That was a little bit better than I
We're
thought
getting
that
too
topic
political
would be.
here.
We're getting too
Yes.
political, guys. Volcano. I'm sorry.
How,
Okay.
How is it relevant to this?
So let's move on to the topic we've all been dreading. You know, the depressing.
No.
It's all coming to an end. Happiness
No,
is over,
you're not
guys.
dreading. It's
I'm
only you.
dreading it.
as
I'm
always.
dreading it because I'm very sad about it.
And you can say it's all of us.
Well, I'm gonna
That's because a
project.
bunch of-
I'm gonna project my own
fucking
feelings
YouTube
onto
channel.
Project
MapperCast.
your ass.
What the fuck?
Fuck off.
What?
What the hell is that? Why is there random country music? You guys hear that?
What?
Wait, what the fuck?
You guys hear that?
Iranian country.
I think Green
Oh, it's
Reaper
my-
came for you.
It's my phone alarm. I forgot. I put it on the.
Alarm, yes,
I
nice.
put it on the country road setting.
100%, guys.
Country roads.
Bring me home to the place I belong.
Shut up.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama. Take me home,
One of us should actually say
country
that.
roads.
Anyways, we're getting too political.
Get
here.
brutal.
We need-
Yeah, we're
I
getting too
see.
political, guys. We gotta get
Alright,
back to
we're
the
done.
topic.
We're done. We're done.
Hey.
The joke
We
is
gotta
over.
get back to the topic.
I wonder how many viewers you lost.
Hope you all enjoyed that. That was wonderful.
How many viewers did you lose?
Too many.
We lost
Okay,
like
let's
half of them.
let's move
Well,
on. So
circling around
we're going to
right-
discuss T-Series surpassing PewDiePie as the most subscribed channel on YouTube. It's the end
I
of
don't care.
PewDiePie's reign. A lot of folks don't care. I don't particularly care about PewDiePie. I haven't really watched him since 2013 because that's about when my balls started dropping, so I stopped being interested. But what do you guys think? How are we starting this?
We cannot
Why should
allow
I care,
we
man?
cannot allow the Indian guys to take
Fucking
over.
Indians.
Yeah, we should get fucking Churchill on here to fucking gas them.
Yes.
That's
We
great.
need Churchill. He knows how to deal with the Indians.
I care about this because it's sort of the, this is sort of the end. This is the end game. This is the complete corporatization of YouTube. I think that's what
Gandhi
we're finally
wouldn't be
seeing
proud
here.
of this.
You know, it's really a shame. It's because we're going from, say what you want about PewDiePie, but at least he's a homegrown YouTube channel. You know, he puts the U in YouTube. It's what YouTube was supposed to be. T-Series is about that's. If I had to come up with a channel that would just epitomize corporate YouTube, it would be fucking T-Series. They just randomly post these shitty Bollywood clips from movies. It's essentially what's that?
Remember
it's
that
like filmtrailers.net.
Remember that channel I showed you, and that fucking thumbnail?
I don't remember.
Thank you for 10 million subscribers.
Oh yeah.
like a year ago, we were talking about how Spanish YouTube is going to overtake English YouTube. Now it has come all different. The Indians are invading.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
media.
China should uncensor YouTube.
Yeah, imagine if China.
God. Then we're all fun. It's just
like communist.
Well, there's Taiwan.
Like,
Taiwan.
Commie man.
Taiwan is not China.
But we already have those commies. Commie man 77.
China #1.
It's just so depressing.
What about North Korea?
I don't think North Korea is going to be legalizing YouTube anytime soon.
I know, but what if like North Korea just opens up the internet to the rest? What would happen? Aside from political changes, what would happen? Like, I wonder how people from North Korea would react to it.
I think we would have a bunch of people having Kim Jong Un as profile picture. That would be. But
Yeah.
we already have that. But we already have that.
Oh, they'll probably be like, get offended by like, hey, our supreme leader died.
I think there would be a lot of cry for help.
Basically.
So I'm seeing some activity in the chat. People are saying that every new Indian account is automatically subscribed to the series.
That's just a rumor. That doesn't happen.
That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
If that is bullshit, then good is bullshit. But if that is actually, I mean, YouTube's got to act.
That's just a rumor.
Imagine in a video where North Korea fights against South Korea, a mapping video, we have a bunch of North Korean comments saying, please help,
God.
Please make this reality.
We do not need any of that. With all the fucking nationalists that we already have in this goddamn community, North Korea, that would open up a fucking floodgate.
Imagine if we made a mapping video in North Korea, we would be executed.
They are the only ones to have a proper reason to wish that.
They would end up like Jabril.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jabril. That's still like I cannot get over how fucking funny that is. Jabril, the worst mapper in history.
For using Skype.
He was arrested over using Skype.
Yeah, for 6 months.
What the fuck was he?
Yeah, he was arrested for using Skype in UNA.
How old was he? He's like a kid, right?
Yeah, it's the United Arab Emirates are not fucking around.
Oh my god, man. This shit's fucking terrible.
Yeah, 6 months for
But anyways,
using Skype.
getting back on topic, you gotta unleash my viper a little bit.
were
Getting back
never
on
on
topic,
topic.
we're staying on topic just a little bit.
There is no
We were never on topic though.
Okay, getting back on
This is a
topic.
terrible topic.
It does sadden me, because, when I was coming up, YouTube was very, it was wholesome. It was a place where you just go to post shit. It was cringy and terrible, but it was when YouTube was YouTube. And the extent of YouTube going mainstream and being corporatized was an occasional, shitty local news story about how Fred, the hippin' and hoppity kid on YouTube, making what? Money?
Oh,
and
yeah.
that was...
Remember when Fred was the most subscribed YouTuber? Ooh,
Make Fred most subscribed again.
That's never gonna happen again.
I want Fred to be the most... In my perfect world, Fred is still the most subscribed, alright? He'll always be the most subscribed.
You're mentally a 5-year-old.
No, Fred will always be the most subscribed in my heart, okay?
Cosmic, you're mentally fucking challenged.
I mean, I'd rather have fucking Fred than goddamn T-Series. Any day of the week.
No, I would rather have T-Series than 5 minutes.
I would rather have the official Godfather channel as top.
Yes.
I swear to God,
yes.
you fucking degenerate.
Yes.
Goddamn Godfather.
Yes. Godfather, the biggest channel now.
Speak softly, love.
Yes.
I would rather have Daniel Mapper as the #1 subscriber.
Oh my God. What would you get? Okay, real talk.
No die.
Do we want to see?
Cosmic, what do you think about 5-minute crafts?
It's terrible.
Romanian
Yeah, it's the most American channel.
Yeah, imagine Romanian is the most subscribed.
Imagine Romanians free-handed.
That is a world I would live in.
Yeah.
Chris, could you please stop? Imagine if we see Romanians free-handed abomination scrolling over the YouTube trends internationally.
I'd love that.
Anyways,
We're talking about Romania that way.
Everyone has seen this thing. I hope so.
I mean, to be honest, the tripod devil ball is my favorite waifu so far. So.
I swear to fucking God.
What did I miss?
The tripod devil ball. I know it's been beaten to death and back, but I still just can't fucking believe that. That is the most subscribed. That's the content that's at the peak of the community. Fucking God damn it. It's ridiculous. I just fucked up my blinds.
One could have guessed that after a year of break it would have been better.
No, it's not. It's just as bad, dude. A 3... What was going on there? The tripod legs. It's fucking... Alright, we're not going to jump down the Romanian hole because that is an
nuclear annihilation.
Yes.
Yeah, the Romanian hole is
Good
not...
alliance.
We're not getting into that today. Anyways... Okay, let's...
No alliance.
Alright, let's move on. So, we are now going to discuss this week's batch of, the results of this week's batch of MapperCast Discord polls.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun.
Everything
Where does it start?
since the last episode. This is going to be a little bit difficult for me to get to because I can't look at it without, without messing up the layout.
Yeah, what is the
Yes, you
last?
can.
I can't.
Just go on Facecam.
Which is the last one?
Just go on
Just go on
Facecam.
Facecam.
No, I'm not just going on Facecam.
You can scroll down, go onto poll of the day, and then scroll up again. Back in the layout.
See, Rat is the smart one here. He doesn't. I don't know what the fuck.
Yes, because you're the dumb one here. That's
Rat. Such a genius.
fucking
Just scroll
American.
down.
Fucking
Our last one is from 10:07.
Okay.
cosmic mapping.
Discord on mobile.
Alright,
So what was the last poll?
It was, which MapperCast member do you... Okay, NTR, what the fuck?
Okay, that's pretty sexy.
Stop intervening with NTR.
Stop being a subhuman.
Yes, Chris, stop being one.
Okay.
What did I do now?
So, moving on, we're getting into the topic. So, we're going to discuss the results of this last week's batch of MapperCast Discord polls and yada yada. If you want to participate, the link to join the MapperCast Discord is in the description. So you can come on in. What's going on with you, Rad?
I turn off, like we did last time, the permission to read the channel for everyone except for MapperCast.
Oh yeah, you should do that.
Wait, don't screw up the results.
Well, I don't know how to... I'll start reading them anyways.
He already did.
From 10:07.
Anyway, so we started with which MapperCast which MapperCast member do you find the most interesting to listen to? I won. Aww.
Aww.
Aw, you guys melt my heart.
I got like 2 votes.
Oh. Oh yeah, I have to read the actual results. So I won with 23. I'll go down for this one. Chris came in second with 12. Then we got Viper with 11. It's interesting. Then Rat with 10. Mindria with 6. Batran with 3. Alp with 2, and Mysterious with 1.
That's pretty.
It was literally
that one vote came from you setting up the poll.
Yeah, it was literally the vote was just from me setting up the poll.
I only got the vote from Condan.
Everyone is straight.
I think part of it is because Mysterious has been gone. He's only been in one episode recently, and that was the Tiger Star episode, which not too many folks saw. So I mean, it's just a shame. I mean, he's good. Yeah, I feel bad for him. Anyways, let's move on. So, next question was, do you prefer tea or coffee? This immensely triggers me. Coffee lost with 13 votes.
Yes,
and tea
this
won.
You're polling a chat full of non-Americans.
Coffee has
You're polling a chat full of non-Americans.
Okay, guys, one at a time. Fuck.
They're not
I cannot accept
Somebody.
tea. Tea, what the fuck?
Okay.
They're not Americans.
Tea won for one simple reason, that is that tea not only tastes great, it's also like coffee stains your teeth and whatnot.
Oh yes,
But it
because
makes
that's what
your head-
everyone took into consideration was their teeth
Also, coffee
whiteness.
is making
Yes,
your
Cosmic, that's
I
everyone
tried
that
tea
took
once.
into consideration.
Guys, I tried
Coffee
tea
is-
once.
Here, let Banneran talk.
Okay, so I mean, I get why coffee loss. Like half the people here are not even like from like not even from America or some other places that have a lot of coffee. You know?
We
So
have
anyways-
coffee and I voted for
Europe,
tea.
Yeah,
Europe
sure.
has a-
Yeah, well, I mean, preparation between coffee and tea. Some places that will prefer more tea, and I think there's more places that prefer tea than coffee.
I mean,
Anyways,
What the hell?
personally, I mean, like between tea and coffee, I mean, I'll choose coffee because, I mean, I'm like the opposite of like rap, because when I like try tea, it tastes really terrible. Like I wouldn't taste terrible to me.
But
Try
try
different
adding
teas.
sugar, maybe?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
tried.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
terrible.
I've tried.
Tea, no matter what, is terrible. I can't. It's like flavored water.
This poll is made by Tea Gang.
It's like
I've
flavored
tried-
water, but except it actually tastes like something like leaves. It's like freaking leaves.
I've tried both, and coffee is actually useful to your day because you get awake on the morning.
Thank you, exactly. Coffee.
Imperial.
Tea isn't
Coff-
isn't
If you
for
don't
shit.
like coffee
Imperial.
staining your teeth, then you
Imperial, there are studies out that if you drink coffee too early in the morning, it actually worsens how you are actually feeling. You're actually getting more tired. if you
okay.
don't-
So look,
I-
if you're gonna not
if you
like
can't-
stain your teeth, you're not gonna stain your teeth, then use a
I don't
straw.
feel bad after drinking coffee. That's
because
what
your
matters.
body already is producing caffeine in the morning.
I don't care. Coffee is helping me. Now go on.
That's
Coffee
placebo.
tastes-
That's placebo, Imperial.
Wait. Are you saying that
Offering
coffee
placebo.
giving you energy is a placebo? What are you going on about?
It's a placebo. If you take it too early in the morning, it will actually worsen the situation because
Would
it
it
will
No.
Actually, yeah,
Don't
maybe.
take it too early in the morning. Then
It's-
take it like 1 hour after you woke up.
it's recommended to drink it 3 hours after have you woken up.
Oh, for
Well,
God's
that's
sake.
still better than nothing.
Yeah, that's still better than nothing, yes.
Yeah, it's still
Nothing.
better than
And
nothing.
also, they can get physically addicted on caffeine. That's also a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, they
No, okay, all right,
Yeah.
hold on. Someone
I
is
know- I
messaging
know
me,
some
so
of
I
my
can't engage in this
And
debate.
I've
Okay, can I
experienced
actually-
it firsthand, so...
Can I speak? I know what rat means
That's
because
addictive.
I have some of my friends that is addictive to coffee because of caffeine.
Okay.
That's fake.
Oh, GGL.
I've been drinking coffee for like the past 2 years, and that's only in the mornings. Give it like a summer break or give it like a weekend. I never drink coffee because I don't need it.
no,
I wouldn't
yeah.
call myself
Right.
addicted.
No, studies show
Good
that you're
job.
wrong. You are addicted.
No, I'm not addicted. I'm only drinking in the
No,
morning.
no.
because I need the energy
Studies
boost.
show that you're wrong. They don't. Studies don't care about your
Addicted, I
feelings.
mean that
Can we just
that
can we
if you
just
when you wake up and
Stop
you don't drink
spamming.
coffee when you usually would drink coffee, you don't really get wake up. And I had
Okay.
that when I stopped
can we
drinking
just admire?
coffee.
Can we just
Okay,
admire that Chris
you
For
can
fuck's
just
sake,
said?
can you please let me finish? Thank you.
I thought
No.
you finished.
When I no, I still was speaking. You interrupted me in the middle of me talking.
Just speak, rat.
Anyways, when I stopped drinking coffee like 1 or 2 years ago, for the first days after having not drinking coffee in the morning, after I've done that for like at least like 1 or 2 years, I didn't wake up like for the rest of the day. I was tired all the time, and it took like some weeks until I was like probably waking up again.
Well,
Yeah.
you're a true soldier, rat. Let's give rat a clap, everybody.
Please
Ooh.
No one needs your claps, Chris.
Also,
Yeah,
can we
that
just
shit
admire-
doesn't happen to me.
Also, can we just admire that Christian said that I think it was Bertrand was addicted. No, can we just admire that Chris said that NTR is addictive?
Yes.
And
Studies don't care about your feelings, but NTR.
And also, we got a living example of coffee addiction, and this dude is called Lucas Fischer.
Okay, hold on.
No,
Okay,
no,
No,
I am with you.
No.
Cosmic.
I love you too, Imperial. Okay,
I
get
think
your
we
mic
ought
out
to
of
do
your
here-
fucking
look,
throat. Alright, let me say what I was gonna say. Let me defend myself.
Shut the fuck up! Anyways,
Guys,
What?
we're getting too political.
Okay, I'm gonna
Guys,
defend
it's
myself
very
now.
off
First of all,
topic.
It
okay,
is
shut
pure
up!
political.
Okay, let me say what I'm gonna fucking say. You're angering me. You're boiling my goddamn blood. Okay.
You know what's going on.
This is the primary point I need to make. My name is not Lucas Fisher. It's Luke Fisher.
Luke Fisher,
Thank
yes.
you. Lucas Fisher. Well, I already have
Birth
called
certificate
Luke,
says
so-
Luke. There you go.
But it's
Second
Lucas.
point. Moving on to caffeine. Caffeine addiction is like, oh my. How is it? It is such a minor addiction. It's like getting. It's like having. It's like having a. Yes, yes. Oh God forbid I have to drink a cup of coffee every day. God forbid I have to drink a cup of coffee every day. It makes you happy. It gives you the energy levels. It releases fucking. It gives you dopamine. It releases a fucking dopamine. It's the same reason you're addicted to fucking oxygen, because it's like what the. You wouldn't call that a negative addiction. Get your goddamn mic out of your goddamn voice. I will fucking yell at you.
This is what the fuck?
Dude, you're gonna overvent. You're gonna pass
you guys
out.
done yet?
Get the joke.
Yet? Okay, so I think we can all agree soda's probably the best one out.
Can tell, yeah, caffeine has done too much good in my life for me to sit back and listen to fucking Rat.
Let me finish, you retards. Anyway,
Guys, can we just move on? We move on to the next thing because this is too boiling.
God damn my ears.
Have an addiction.
My goddamn
everybody.
Let's agree on the fact that Luke Fisher has a coffee addiction. Let's move on.
I do.
Yes, good.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, settle. Let's go on.
What was the best decade of music?
Oh wow, I really want
Soda's
to
the best.
Let's keep moving forward. Okay. What was the, best
80s one?
What's the okay, yes. The
we can all agree here. Look, if we're gonna
Can I go through the votes?
Soda's obviously the best.
No, oxygen is the best.
Okay, we're not going in
Water's
on
the
that
best. How about
point.
this? Water is the best. Water is the best.
CO2 is the
Fuck off, let's move on.
Alright, let me tell you what we're gonna do here. On a future episode, we are going to bring this topic back up. It is going to be a main topic, and we're gonna discuss it.
Cosmic.
We've already talked about
No,
it.
Cosmic, we already talked about it, seriously.
Cosmic, it's okay to lose.
No, oh my.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Yes, thank you. I tried to move on until fucking.
Let's just talk about music now.
Can I have access to the polls?
I think you love music. Come on.
It seems to be very weird that that we has like the 80s music seems to win, you know, but you know that.
Okay,
I guess everyone here likes
Who
the
just
classic.
opened the
Read out the
fucking...
results. Come
what I
on.
do? Okay. Yeah,
80
all
music
right,
won,
let me read the results. So, at the bottom there was 60s with 4 votes, which is poor 60s. I didn't like the 60s much either. It's really just Beatles, honestly. So 60s, then after 60s was the 90s with 7 votes. Then the 80s and the 2000s tied for number
2010 is before that.
Oh yeah, the 2010s came before with 10 votes, and then the most votes it tied with the 2000s and the 80s. So that's an interesting little dynamic there. So
yeah, the 80s are at the top. The 70s tied with the 2000s.
Everyone here seems to pretty
yes.
much like the 80s music. Seems pretty
oh
weird.
yeah,
I guess
80s
everyone
won with 15, by the way.
I guess everyone likes the old timey music.
The sole reason why I
Classics.
voted for the 70s is because of Queen.
Yeah,
Yes.
Queen
The
Queen
70s were like
rocks.
Anyway.
the 70s were like the golden age of rock and roll.
I did not vote it. I did not vote at all on that one, but I would probably pick 2010s. Actually.
Yeah, I didn't vote either.
I don't think it's too controversial of a stance for me to take that the 2010s and 2000s generally the popular music is fucking absolute drivel and trash.
The 2000s,
So-
the 2000s were fun.
But
Disillusion.
Definitely-
I think
It was okay.
nice.
It
One
was
out of
okay.
five.
Like the old days was so much better.
I mean, objectively,
Yeah,
yes.
the
In
old days
terms of
was so
music,
much-
yes, it was.
I mean, Cosmic, but Gucci Gang.
yeah, Gucci Gang, Gucci Bam.
You're such a fucking hoe. I want.
Yeah, it's
fucking hoe. I love it.
it's fucking depressing. It makes me want to blow my goddamn brains out. Is the complete cultural dumbing down of society with the music we have nowadays. It is complete and utter anus. There are some good stuff coming out of the indie scene, but in terms of
like
anything
the-
popular,
What about the? I like the music that's like the non-pop music, but that came out in 2010s. You know, like two steps from hell.
yeah.
And also Audio Machine.
Yeah,
Audio Machine. I also like electronic music, but not everyone here shares my taste. But you know, I like the orchestrated music that came out in 2010.
I personally
love Skrillex.
played with like real instruments.
there's plenty of great music that came out in the 2010s. Actually, like tonsil stone, sorry. Ugh. 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 Okay, we're gone.
What?
I'm sorry, everybody. I got attacked by fucking tonsil stones. Anyways, so the 2010s, there was a lot of great music. Actually, I went through my iTunes a few months ago. Can you not, NTR?
NTR, stop stacking off, for fuck's sake.
He's got to pleasure himself, right?
Can you mute it while you do it?
Got his over cosmic voice.
Okay.
I can know it's sexy, but calm down.
Anyways, so
Ooh.
yeah, I went through my iTunes a while ago, and it turns out most of the music actually is from the 2010s. It's just sort of like smaller indie shit, Batman. So yeah, there was a lot of great music in the 2010s. It's just popular stuff. It's a big no-no. It's a big no. It's a big nay-nay. And there you go.
Whip the nay-nay.
Hit
By
that
the way,
whip.
can I get access to the polls?
Do you not have access to the polls?
I clicked off.
Because
Why'd you click? Well, I think we gotta... I'll
Let's
just
make
read them
him
off.
temporarily.
Anyway, so next question was from Mindria, and we got what type of what type of sport do you mostly play and like the most? We got tennis with 1 vote, baseball with 1 vote, volleyball with 1 vote. Oh no, yeah, tennis got 2 votes.
Wait, no, wait.
It's a little
Well, now we got
discombobulated.
baseball. Shit.
Anyways,
Okay.
basically, soccer got 6 votes and other got 20 because
Football.
when Mindria put this poll out, he originally didn't put soccer, which, of
Yeah,
course,
you
for the
did-
rest of the world is
I mean, what about that?
Shut up.
Why didn't you add football?
like
So-
he put volleyball and tennis, but not soccer.
That's
My brain couldn't function.
Oh, it's not soccer. It's actually football.
Hey guys, we got this Russian guy in here. Cosmic sucks. Are you Mapper anymore? I'm pretty sure I've seen this guy. I've seen this guy.
I like how Mindria he lives in a European country, but he puts soccer instead of football.
Yeah,
Wasn't
called
this
gotta represent.
Yeah,
Am I Mapper anymore, guys? Honestly, am I?
Guys,
Yeah, you're
1 at a
fucking
time,
right.
okay?
I think I Mapper. Yeah, this guy comments. I think he left a couple comments on the last podcast that was yelling at me
Nah.
for not making a mapping video, even though I just
Cosmic.
released episode 3. I guess
Cosmic,
technically 2 months
you're
ago.
no mapper. You are no map.
I'm no
Yes.
Mapper, guys. Yeah, fuck out of here, random Russian guy. Anyways, so next topic was can you not just go doo-doo?
Juice.
Anyway, so
I'm just singing Waltzing Matilda. It's feeling something.
Let's just continue.
Humming.
like, shouldn't we also talk what we chose?
Guys, talk at 1 at a time.
we should. I guess like the worst part about the sports poll was that it assumes that any of us play sports.
I play sport.
I don't.
Well,
I know Chris does because he's a fucking gym boy.
currently I don't have time to really do a sport besides doing occasional workouts. But like I used to.
You also have a problem that doesn't allow you to make sport.
I can. I used to fence. I used to fence for 4 years.
You can't even fap with that thing.
But this is not a sport.
Coming from a guy that doesn't have...
Brad, you need to stop, Brad.
Don't you know the international fapping tournaments?
That's
You
great.
can't. You don't even fap. So shut up.
Can we
You
not
know
say
that,
fap?
Brad.
Can we just
Stop,
say
Brad.
masturbate or self pleasure? Do we have to make it fap?
So Cosmic doesn't...
You can also take that penis time.
Brad, you don't need the
That's
penis
true.
time.
We can call it sad penis time. That's what I call it, and it's a good
Brad,
it's a good
you don't need
phrase.
penis time.
Let's not get Cosmic
Let's not
demonetized.
guys. You need to keep it PG-13.
NTR.
NTR. This
Hey
is
guys, we need to keep it. We need to keep it PG-13. Okay.
NTR. NTR.
Which
Yeah, like
of
kids in this chat. Come on.
for fuck's sake, I'm going
Penis.
to continue with the next poll. Which
I'm
of
gonna
these most subscribed mappers do you think is the best mapper?
You know,
Um,
it's obvious here that
For fuck's sake, let me
main
read out the
mappers-
results.
One
Yeah,
at
okay,
a
hold
time.
on,
Oh
let's-
my god.
All right, let me set this standard. We're gonna say the poll and then the results. So don't start
Yeah.
talking until
No.
you know, we say the results.
Okay, so,
Chris, whoa.
On bottom, for fuck's sakes, on bottom place with 1 vote that was given by the one who. No, wait, Chris gave that. Okay.
It's only no, it was only bro. I think.
No, it's
it
Chris.
was Chris. It was remove kebab master, which is Chris.
Uh,
One vote, Romanian maybe I should first say who actually was in the poll.
Yeah, you
Dmod-
should say what the question is
Yeah.
because I think people were yelling over
the
you.
options were I said the question. The options. So the options were Dmod, Mr. Owen and Pona, Nick HD Mapping, Dylan's Word, Super LV Mapping, and Romanian. So Romanian is at the bottom with 1 vote.
Best map forever.
Dmod for some reason got 4 votes. I don't even know that guy, to be honest.
Same.
He was older than
Then
Ron.
at 5 votes comes Dylan's World. At 8 votes comes Nick HD Mapping. At 12 votes comes Mr. Onapona, and the winner of the poll is Super LV Mapping with 22 votes.
So I'm pretty surprised that LV really ran away with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm half surprised that he ran.
By the way, Cosmic, he unlisted all his videos.
Yeah, because Edge.
Yeah, but
to be
why?
honest, looking at all those except for Dmod because I never actually watched them.
Dmod is older than
I mean,
me.
why did nobody vote for?
Someone let Chris talk.
Could you please?
Yeah, I know.
Red was talking. Now shut up.
But wait, what about Mervu? He was the most subscribed man.
He doesn't count because it wasn't recorded history back then.
I guess.
So, anyways, to be honest, looking back at all those guys in retrospect, they aren't really that good. All of them.
All of them? Really, all of them?
Romanian is fucking amazing. What are you talking about?
I love Romanian.
Romanian was amazing. What are you talking about?
I mean, the tripod devil is like the most genius, unique concept that's ever been found in mapping.
Okay, honestly, what the fuck are the tripod things? What am I missing?
We're never gonna know, man.
It's from the movie. It's from the movie. What's it called again? That alien.
Oh, the movie.
With tripods.
Anyways, LV I find kind of average, to be honest, in retrospect. Like the main thing I watched was this movie, and I didn't really like it that much. Nick HD was basically the 2015 Edgy of mapping. So he did a lot of things for the mapping community in regards of like style advancements and so on.
Before turning super edgy.
But I mean,
I in the end voted for Mope. So
yeah, Mope I think is the clear winner here. I feel bad for Dylan. I thought he was a little more popular than this.
I voted for Dylan because he was the main inspiration in the beginnings for me.
Okay, so can I give my opinion?
Yes.
Because okay, I actually personally know almost every one of these mappers. I actually interacted with them at some point. Personally, chatted with them. I'm the least. I did not chat much with Super LV though. That's the least person I have come in contact with. But for Dmod, I chose Mope, just like Mr. Owner and Ponder, because Anyways, so for Dmod, personally, he was like kind of guy. Personally, he's a bit of a troll-ish kind of guy. Like back then, the community was divided between left and right people. Factions. Dmod's the guy that he's a big influence, but at the same time he's pretty much troll kind of guy. So
Mr. Honor.
Yeah, we didn't really have the greatest relationship. Anyways, but we were not enemies, but we're not really close. For Mr. Owner Ponder, me and Mr. Owner Ponder back then we were pretty much pretty close together. We actually played video games together all day, every day. Yeah, we played Europe Universalist 4 when it first came out. So yeah. Nick HD. Well, at first he was actually pretty bragging. When he surpassed Mope, he was like, "I am the best. I am the best." And people use that as an excuse to hate on him and stuff like that. And then there comes Dylan. Some of you guys probably know that I don't have the best relationship with Dylan. Back then, he tried to advertise his website on my wiki, subscribe mappers, and I was like, well, wait, we already have a page of that, so we don't really need it. So I deleted his link to it and stuff like that. And then he got mad, and then we argued a little bit, and then he keeps posting again and again. Then he got super mad that he started to vandalize the wiki and stuff like that, so I banned him. And then he's like, you guys are all fucking barbarians. I will create the most civilized community, and I will surpass all of you, and I will be the best. I will surpass all of you. And then he did.
Wait, that was Dylan?
Yeah, that was Dylan. He was the guy that he was. I don't know. Pretty much personally, he was kind of a bit of an ass, but at the same time, he did a lot. So I give him credit for that.
The civilized mapping.
We should probably move on to the next
he called everybody.
Can I say my opinion first?
Like uncivilized.
Okay,
rappers.
you go, Chris. We gotta get
Okay,
through this.
I don't want it to be. Okay, Super LV. He was Dylan's partner in crime, quote unquote. But so I mean, I'm not really sure if I had the best relationship with LV, but he did a lot, and he's not really. And you know, I didn't really interact much with him, so I'm not gonna really make too much of a judgment. Romanian, I mean, like he does him. Like, yeah, he's been most subscribed for 2 years now. Actually. He's dominated for pretty much 2 years already.
That's depressing.
Yes.
I mean, I did not vote for Romania just because I pissed off Cosmic. I also voted for Romania. I seriously don't know who to vote for because I just kind of like Rat. Like I thought all these mappers were just. Maybe
But Romanian.
All of this. It was mostly as a joke. For fuck's sake. As I was saying.
There's no emotes, please.
Yeah, did I interrupt you?
Okay.
Category.
Okay. Anyway, I was saying.
Don't they have schools in Italy?
Okay.
Anyway,
can we move on to ass or titties?
Okay.
We're moving on to ass or titties. I'm using my executive hosting power. We're moving on.
I wanted to. Okay.
Next
I hate this so
thing.
much.
You should. Next question.
Okay,
We got ass or titties. And titties won with 23 votes, and ass lost with 20 votes. So it was close. You know, it was a hard-fought race, but in the end, titties prevailed, as they should. And NTR, I swear to fuck.
I'm going to establish one point now. The fucking tits of a woman are like the udder. Do you find the udder of a cow sexy?
Oh my god, that is so stupid.
No, can I say something? Can I say?
But the ass of a cow is so sexy. The ancient Greeks made entire mythologies dedicated to fucking cows.
Okay, so basically, okay, yeah, can I?
What happened?
Okay, so what do you do with tits? What do you do with them?
What do you do with ass?
The same.
Yeah, what
you slap the ass.
You store water in it. You store water in it.
I want to say I don't want to. Okay, I'm gonna say it. You
eat it?
Suck on the dick. Okay, so, but you can also do that with ass, and the ass has like 2 holes.
The only ass I would is the women's ass.
You eat ass.
Well, if we're really breaking this,
more than the tits.
If we're really breaking this down on a scientific level, like Rat is, breasts are a sign of fertility, which is biologically meant to be attractive for men.
You know what's a sign of fertility?
Yeah, but look, they're just saying that ass.
A sign of fertility is pussy. It's nice, for fuck's sake.
Hey, I have a fucking idea. Why not both? Let's move on to.
I mean, they're both great, but like easily.
I like your thinking.
And because ass is not an exclusively female feature, you could say tits aren't, but like when comparing a fat man's tits with a voluptuous woman's tits, it's different. There's no. It's a female.
That like the ass is more useful.
It's a female exclusive trait.
You have man.
You can make babies with it.
I have what?
It has 2 holes. You can suck on it.
Yeah,
and you can make.
Okay.
Suck on ass as well.
If your mouth is as big as it.
Look, people who be like, I like fucking ass, man. I don't like that shit because I'm not gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it.
If you suck ass, you might actually get something into your mouth too. So.
If you suck tits, you make.
Actually, Aina saying a large waist is. I don't know. I disagree. Like an hourglass figure, that is a sign of fertility, and there's a reason why people are attracted to that.
No.
What do you mean no? Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
Ass and titties, both of them.
Ass is the best.
Moving on to the next question, we got.
Ass is more useful.
Okay, Batran, we all know that you think the ass is more useful than titties. Thank you so much. Quote Batran on that. When he dies, put that on his fucking grave.
And also, you cannot make babies with titties.
Yeah, fair point.
You can't make babies with an ass. You can feed a child with titties. You can't feed a child with your ass, unless they're eating ass. I don't know.
Piece of shit.
No, but you can feed yourself with it.
Feed with it with ass.
Okay, let's just move on.
Making a joke about shitting in your okay.
No, that's not the place. You just go to the other hole.
The other hole.
Oh
the other hole is not ass.
Yes.
It's its own thing.
That's great, guys. That's
why wasn't this option given anyway?
Okay, let's just move on.
So Batran eats his own shit. That's the main takeaway.
What the fuck are you saying? You're gay.
We're moving on.
Look, let me refer to ass.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, Rad. Okay, we're moving on to the next poll.
When people say ass, in my area, when we say ass, you.
Okay. Next poll, we got Marvel or DC. Marvel won with 42 votes, and DC lost with 4 votes. So that's great. What do you guys think about this?
Neither.
I agree.
What do you mean neither? You're really really hitting home the point. Like, I'm an outlier. I'm not into this mainstream media.
I don't care about superhero movies.
That shows a fundamental misunderstanding of what Marvel is.
I can tell you now, when it comes to comics, Marvel beats. DC beats Marvel in comics. However, in movies, I'm pretty sure Marvel's the best.
Let me just say, I could not possibly give two. I could not fucking care less about the comics. I could wipe my ass with comics. I do not care. But
how dare you? It's cultural.
No,
you're not
comics.
American
No comics. I don't care. But the movie, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is an unprecedented achievement of film. It is an amazing thing, and I'm glad to have followed it for the last 10 years. So Marvel, far and away.
Why is it so special? How is it?
How is it special? Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No.
Nope.
So then, what do you?
That's why I'm asking you to explain.
You're asking me. Well, you're asking it in this way, like, oh, really? Well, how? It's ooh, we did it.
Ooh.
Anyways,
28
the way that it's built these characters up over 10 years, over 20 films, is sort of it's an unprecedented level of dedication to storytelling, and there's so much depth to the universe because that it has all that. You know,
because it's the same universe working. All of those films are in the same universe, and it's building up.
Yeah.
Of course, it's gonna reach that point.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Is good
the same
about
shit goes with DC.
DC doesn't. What?
DC's movies suck.
Okay, first of all, DC's movies are just generally terrible. If you're referring to the DCEU, I think the only good one was Wonder Woman. They've all been critical and financial fucking failures, essentially. So it's not. You can't equate the two. And every movie before that DC made was not in the same universe. So let's move on. Anyways, so the next one.
This is going to be controversial.
Here we go. I really love this one. Someone voted with Cosmic.
This is so controversial.
Mindria, move that.
What's the question?
I'm not even gonna talk in this.
Yeah, if Cosmic Alp, you should leave the channel if you don't want to get caught by the fucking Erdogan police.
We are leaving.
Anyway, so the question. Okay, let me read the question. The question was, do you think the Kurds deserve their independence from Turkey and gain their rightful regions from Syria and Iraq? Yes. Hold on. Yes.
Okay, so Kurds do not. I'm just saying. I wanna be first. Okay.
Can I say the results? Yes won with 41 votes. There were 2 votes for no from the 2 Turkish people here. Alp and Search.
That's actually sad.
Alp, could you talk about this, please? Alp,
you want to let us know?
Okay. Okay, I want to talk about this seriously. So, because a lot of people say like with Catalonia and whatnot, I'm drawing the line between why a group should get independence and why they should not. Is depending on how they are represented and treated by the country they are in. With countries like Catalonia, Scotland, or Bavaria, they are all well represented in their respective countries. They can vote. They are represented accordingly. While with people like the Kurds and the Tibetans, they have been actively oppressed, and in the past, atrocities have been done to them. I'm just going to name Saddam Hussein. Because
Same shit from Catalonia.
Yeah, he fucking no.
Whatever trying to do
Kurds. Iran also is accused of kind of genocide against the Kurds because they're actively being discriminated and whatnot. And that's why I think countries like Kurds and Tibetans should get independence, because they are not represented in the states that are supposed to represent them, and they are actively being oppressed. So I think the final solution to them is giving themselves their own nation state.
There you go.
Yeah, that's fair, actually. Not fair, I guess.
That's fair.
Okay,
Anyways,
I guess I crushed the argument of the opposition.
He crushed it.
There was no opposition.
So this is epic.
There was no opposition except for you talk about the Turks.
Alp, do you have anything to say about this? He's got nothing. He's got nothing. Okay, moving on. Next question we got.
Well, I mean, I understand that he wants, if he says no, because that's his country. So it's like Texas leaving the United States. You don't want that. It's like Texas or California trying to lead the United States, and everyone says yes. I would probably say no, because we need Texas and California. Well, we don't need them, but
yeah. But if they voted, if they really did hold a democratic vote, and then an overwhelming majority of the population did want to leave, I mean,
it'll be
as much as it would bother me, it'd be like
I can say it will be pretty complicated. Even though that I believe in independence and stuff like that, I mean, I'm not sure about us. The states are want to leave, then fine, but if they actually leave, and then why are you leaving? We should stay here, please.
Anyways, so
everyone in the United States should stay together. That's fine. But I mean, not everyone would say it. But I'm just saying that I get what the Turks were trying to thinking. And I know that in the past there has been complicated relationships and some bad stuff in history. But I'm just saying that I understand, because a province leaving part of your country, and it's a huge province, I think that's gonna be a little bit of a problem.
Yes. So moving on to the next poll, we got really hard-hitting stuff. We got, which fast food restaurant do you prefer, McDonald's or Burger King? McDonald's won with 26 votes. Burger King floundered at the polls with 13. And a lot of folks here just don't have them. I think the NTR doesn't have a Burger King.
Yeah, me neither.
Nope, I've
no
never
Burger Kings.
been to Burger King.
What the fuck is the Burger King?
It's a very popular restaurant, usually. Well, semi-popular.
I don't know.
McDonald's is the best, not because because food is cheap. A cheeseburger can cost $1. You can order a cheeseburger for $1. And in some places,
in the US, but in Germany, if you want to eat fast food that is better than McDonald's, Burger King is literally the only option.
Burger King, listen, this is my gripe with Burger King. They try way too hard to make their burgers like actual burgers. No, they need to learn their fucking place. They are a fast food restaurant. Well, McDonald's, they just kind of accept it. They go, you know what? We make fast food. We're just going to make it shitty and make it just stimulate the pleasure centers of your brain. McDonald's knows what they're doing. The problem with Burger King is that they fucking try to make it real, so you get this weird, awkward midpoint between actual food and fast food, and it just tastes like, ugh, they slather the thing in ketchup all the time.
It tastes much better than McDonald's.
No, it does not!
Wendy's
McDonald's tastes like if I'm biting into a fucking tofu block that has been drenched in.
I don't know what
oil.
kind of. Maybe that's German rest. Well, maybe that's German McDonald's. Okay,
McDonald's
not American.
supposedly tastes 1,000 times better in Germany than in the US, Bertrand.
Hey, well, no, it's not because Germany. Look, every country has the regulations of what people.
Why are we arguing about fucking McDonald's?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, each country has their own regulations of what restaurants keep in their own food. If a food tastes terrible in your country, but if people like it in theirs, then that's your personal taste, but it's also your country. Putting it like
just take a look at Reddit. They're like people praising that how supposedly German McDonald's tastes 1,000 times better than Americans. Because we actually got because we got proper food regulation in the EU.
Oh please.
Yeah, but they don't taste. Doesn't mean they taste good.
They taste.
It won't kill you, but it probably tastes worse. Let's be honest.
We actually have
I'm like, where's all the fattening stuff? Okay.
Fast food is supposed to be fattening. Fast food isn't supposed to be good for you.
What's the point in the unhealthy? Look, where's all the unhealthy stuff? That's what makes the food good.
I'm talking about the shit like putting the stuff. Yoga mattresses are from into the fucking McRib. I'm talking about putting the fucking thing that makes condoms slide better into the fucking French fries of McDonald's. And yes, they are doing this to make them more squishy.
Well then good. I like it. I like it. It's more tender.
I like it. We like it. Yeah, do you like it?
And so put them into the fucking burgers.
I don't give a fuck. If it tastes good, I'll eat it. Okay.
Cosmic likes chewing.
You know what tastes good?
What?
Grass tastes good.
Rats?
Are you gonna eat grass?
Grass doesn't taste good. What are you talking
about? Anyways, but regardless,
this point? What's this hot take?
Regardless, I think that McDonald's. I mean, aside from the taste, I think has it economically right. Like, they get like rich already, and also they are like they sell their food for like $1. Come on, like guys, you can get a sandwich.
Is that a good thing though?
And then shut the fuck up. Anyways, in Burger King, you get sandwiches like $3. Same kind of sandwich with like $3 In McDonald's, you only do one. And drink sizes, every drink you can get, say for some exceptions, it's just $1. And other places, a drink costs like $3. So that's why McDonald's has a lot of shit because they cost better.
All right, let's move on. We got the next.
How about costing better is not actually a good thing because it's basically a higher price ensures that the ones making it get better wages or that some.
That's true.
Well, maybe. Well, McDonald's in my McDonald's has like I don't know like $10 an hour. That's like $1.5 higher than the state minimum wage. So McDonald's pays their employees higher than the minimum wage. So yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
How about you go to a store and get the 3 meals for the same price of a cheeseburger?
Yes.
Don't know about that. Alright, let's move on. We got the next poll was what is your sexual orientation? The options were heterosexual, homosexual, bisexual, asexual, and other. And
I want to say one thing. I think regarding who wrote it on other, they clearly mean Buko. I know for a fact that he's heterosexual. For Korn, I'm being quite conservative. I also think he's heterosexual.
I'm not sure about that.
Let me just say.
Everybody's straight, okay?
No, let me say what the results were. So we got. These were all independent votes too. It wasn't just me setting it up. It was asexual got 1. Gay, one Viper was the one asexual. We got homosexual for one for homosexual, and I guess I was gonna not name names, but I guess you guys are just gonna fucking yell it at the mountaintop. So Ain is gay, everybody.
He also voted in chat.
Oh, so. I didn't see that. Anyway, so yeah, 1 for homosexual from Ain, and then we got 1 for bisexual from Finn.
I did not actually expect him to be bisexual.
And then
he's just doing it as a joke.
We got he was sincere about it.
He was
top 10 anime coming out stories.
Then we got 5 for other and 36 for heterosexual. So
how surprising!
That's great, guys.
How surprising that the majority is straight.
We got a whole lot of diversity.
We got a heteronormative society, everybody.
Didn't you vote hetero?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, final poll. We got from Mindria. What would you do, Mindria? You got to learn how to go down when you're putting these polls.
No, I can't.
It's just control. It's control enter. Anyways, so
shift enter.
Yeah,
no, we're
shift
different.
enter
Okay.
thing.
We're
Okay,
different.
Mindria. If a war raged on in your country, what would you do? Be a volunteer and join the army for your nation. Try to flee your country to be saved from the war. You can't, and then C was you can't afford to flee, but you hide in various locations, and then various other methods D. So, fucking flee the place got 26 votes, and then below that was fight for your nation with 9 votes from a bunch of people who are fucking lying to themselves. And then 6, we got various other methods, and 2 was just like hide around in buildings.
From Void Viper and Free Spawn.
Actually, I actually would rather choose this one. I just forgot that it existed because we have a hut somewhere in the forest that we could go there. But I forgot the option was there. Sorry, would have chosen that.
I personally would say I wouldn't fight for my nation because death is scary, and I don't want to end up with like PTSD and shit.
Exactly.
I actually don't think I would be accepted into the military because I'm a cripple.
Let's be honest. If I would have the possibility to like flee the nation, I would fucking do it if I have the resources. I don't.
Yeah, why the fuck would you stay and die?
I want to live a good life. I don't want to die. I think not wanting to die.
I grew. Okay, just okay.
I think not wanting to die is a thing we can all relate to.
That's a fairly basic human need.
Except for Chris.
Except for Chris, apparently.
Oh, yeah,
I'd fight for Italy.
He's suicidal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, for me.
And my family is somewhat fair.
Didn't we miss some topics?
No, we got it.
I guess I could flee, so I don't have to hide.
Were we supposed to read the ones that are very on top?
For me.
No, we already did those.
No,
for me,
last episode we did those.
For me, well, it depends really, but I mean, I tried to flee, but I'm just saying here that at the same time, I did not move around much. So like, I grew up in the same place for almost all my life. Like, I moved to some certain area since I was like a month old, and then I grew up here ever since. So I'm pretty much attached to this place. So, I mean, I probably would try to flee, but at the same time, I would be conflicted because I want to stay as well and try to defend my home, like literally my house. Like, nah, I don't give it.
You should seriously have added like an option to join like a partisan group or some shit.
Other various methods.
That's literally fighting. That's literally fighting.
Yeah, but doing guerrilla warfare is like a difference between joining the laid-out army and like stealing confidence.
Actually, yeah, I'll probably be part of a resistance. Even though I'll probably die in the process, I'll probably be part of a resistance group because I don't like. I mean, if it's between fleeing or staying and be part of a resistance, I'll probably be
acting from the shadows is a lot safer than standing on the battlefield.
I mean, yeah.
I'm actually surprised because my parents and me talked that through already because they're kind of worried that this happens. And we already straight out said, if we have the message that war began, we are just going to pack our things and drive to this hut. This is actually great.
That's
war
smart.
begun with who?
I think the option should just be, instead of like beyond,
like
I should just put it as fight.
What is the only option? Russia right now.
I kind of have a personal creed like that.
Germany invades Poland again.
Yeah,
like,
then I'm happily joining with them.
Like if I was ever called on by the draft, I'd say fuck it. Put backpack into the goddamn woods and get out of there.
Imperial has certain reasons why he would get bailed out of the draft.
Yeah, because I'm a cripple. Thanks. I said that already.
I'll probably not get drafted because I'm crippled as well. Probably. Yeah. I don't know. I'm mentally crippled.
What the fuck are we doing in our city?
Imperial literally has a physical disability.
Well, my bones develop differently.
And it's pretty obvious when you see him that he
I
has
don't
one.
have a hand, thanks.
Well, you don't have a hand.
Does Imperial not have? Are you missing a hand?
Yeah.
Oh shit, man!
He is missing his right hand.
Oh god, I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
I wanna die.
That's why I will probably never be conscripted, because I cannot even hold a gun.
Well, at least you got an automatic fucking bailout out of the goddamn
At
shitty
least,
draft.
well, I mean, you can. I mean, if you're gonna. Well, what's your choice there? What's your choice?
My choice would be to hide somewhere in the country because we have this hut.
Okay.
But I voted the other thing because I forgot that this option was.
Yeah, you get out of there. You book it. That's what any sane person would do. Anyways, so moving on. Let's get into the free-for-all Q&A. As you know.
Okay, let's reignite Gumball.
No. Because people
you promised me that we would do
this. You forgot to add
porn is not.
Okay, we'll do it later. Let's let some questions get through because it's been a million years.
Advertise.
What? Oh,
gumball
we'll
porn
do that.
is not hilarious.
We'll do that after. We're not getting into the gumball porn right now because people have been waiting.
Yeah, because it's not.
They want to ask some questions. I'll yell at you about that in a minute. Let's wait a minute. So, we're doing the free-for-all Q&A, so go ahead and throw us some questions, and we shall delve into the topics you suggest. Let's go. Fucking hell, and you cannot ask a question if you are currently, or have ever been, in the show.
Can I use my alt?
No.
Do we even have the quiz up?
Why do you, Cosmic, why do you always say you're straight if you always act like a homo?
Because he's a homo.
Yeah. Demolished, destroyed. Look.
Ben Shapiro destroys libtards.
I'm heterosexual. If I ever, like, with the amount of shit that I've admitted publicly, I don't know why, like, I would suddenly draw the line at admitting my sexuality.
How I lost my virginity and...
What?
He didn't.
What?
He didn't lose the virginity.
Finn asked a question.
What did Finn say? Okay, Cosmic, which of the MapperCast folks would you marry if mysterious is not an option?
Oh.
Oh, wow, you're cutting me off from my soulmate. Chris is gone, by the way. What happened to Chris?
Yeah,
I don't know, but it's much quieter
Chris
now
died.
about him.
Yeah.
Immediately.
That's actually an interesting question. I would like to expand on.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready on my Photoshop.
I'm probably closest with Chris. But then again, you know, he's Chris.
Okay, I guess.
But I don't know. Okay. I like.
Rad.
Are you bisexual?
Rad, we need to prepare the police because we know the day one will be murdered.
I'm gonna say Chris. No
So
offense
you
to
two
anyone.
can kill each other? That's
The
nice.
thing is, Cosmic, Chris isn't here, so you have to choose someone else.
No, he's in the crew.
He's not here, though.
Oh my god.
No, but
So you
as
would
an option,
fuck
he's
a
available. As
fascist.
an option, he's available.
Let's keep moving on. Cosmic, why are you such a bitch ass? Man,
Yeah,
Al, why
Cosmic.
you gotta say that about me, man? Which channel is the best in the MapperCast Discord? I don't know. Probably commands. You know, that's where it goes down.
Yeah,
That's where you get Toichi.
because that's where. Yeah, because that's where you fucking spend Toichi bunch of money, right?
I did that once. Like everyone holds
You
out.
did
Like,
that? No, fuck off. You did that twice.
no, well, I put it on twice, but the only time I spammed it was when it first appeared, and it was fucking hilarious at the time.
I mean,
Anyway,
we had a
terrible.
poll regarding the whole best mapper thing, at least with like the MapperCast crew. So we had like the best mapper in the MapperCast. We had that as a poll in the poll of the day.
I think we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one dude asked, so I guess I thought we should elaborate.
Ah. Okay. So who do you guys think is the best mapper in the MapperCast crew?
It's not me.
Imperial mapping.
It's not me.
Imperial.
I
As a
think
guess.
I'm the best mapper.
I would say Rat.
I would say right.
I would say Cosmic.
Why does my alarm keep going off? And no, thank you.
I'd say Rat.
Dismiss. There we go.
I would say Imperial.
Yeah, probably
Anyways,
Rat.
we got a question from Aaron. Cosmic, what is your favorite method of torture?
Oh my god. Well, I will
Also,
say.
wait, can I say something?
The
you go.
McDonald's.
Wait, regarding the poll of the day, can I say something?
Okay.
Yeah.
If we were to cover all of the polls at 9th of October, it would create the real controversy, let alone the curse. It was about Armenia and Azerbaijan. It would create such a fucking hell.
Oh boy. I don't know if there are enough Azerbaijanis around for that to
Yeah,
be
what?
particularly controversial, though.
It's controversial.
I think I didn't even vote on that because I don't have an idea because both
Yeah,
sides
I
are
didn't vote
batshit
either
crazy.
because I didn't vote either because, why not?
About the torture method thing, I don't know
The
if I've said
Billie
this
Jean
before, but when I was a kid, like a little kid, we had this garden plot in New York, and like I would trap the snails and fucking kill them.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
So
Torture
Moving on
fucking
from
snails?
Probably that.
and he was a fucking psychopath.
I know that, like when I think
Call
back on it, it's like,
animal-
oh, I'm a
animal care
psychopath.
system.
That's great.
My little cousin just ate a snail.
What?
Excuse
What
me,
the
what?
fuck?
What do you
He's a
mean?
Frenchie, execute him!
Execute!
Was it
Jesus.
tasty? Was it tasty?
He saw the snail and just picked it up and ate it.
Well, it was just like that, I guess.
He's
Who
a
did?
fucking French. What is he doing in Germany?
I don't know. I'm not related to him.
God, poor snails, man.
You said calling him your cousin.
Yeah, cousin-in-law, I guess.
Oh god. Oh.
No,
Cousin-in-law.
that-
You said he was your brother.
I just made it
If
up.
only
I
you were
just
in the
made it up
American
because-
South.
Because I don't want to be related to him.
Is Ass Eater the best rank? He's referring to our
Yeah.
Discord. Ass Eater is level 15 and the max is level 50, so it is not.
The best. Wait, let me check. The best one is the twerker rank, level 20.
Twerker.
Is
uh,
Cosmic a
tell-
worker?
I of course.
Yes.
No, I'm not. I'm still a wild card. I'm not even a quizmaster yet.
Wow.
I know, it's sad.
Disappointing.
I guess all those gumball arguments still don't fucking pay off.
Yeah, let's start this, please.
Oh
Yeah,
my god,
okay.
okay, you know what?
Speaking
Let's
of
give.
gumball,
Should we give people some background before we get into this? Alp, don't
Yeah.
spam
No,
What
me.
kind of a
no
background? What
background.
kind of a background?
There's
I don't
no
even know.
background
There
needed.
is
No,
no fucking background
What do
to
you
this.
mean there's no background
No
needed? There's a
background,
whole
fuck off.
context that people would need
Context my
to
ass.
understand this. What do you mean context my
Yeah,
ass? You
let's-
want to just break out into
let's be-
arguing
let's-
about gumball
let's get-
porn?
It's literally you
Yes.
splitting from the rest
Let's
of
give
the
Cosmic a chance.
mentality.
For fuck's sakes, let's give Cosmic a chance to try to defend himself. He
Yeah.
will fail
Oh
anyways,
my
but
god.
he-
Okay.
He already
Okay,
tried
just
it.
give him the chance.
Okay, let's have this discussion. Actually, you know what? I don't even know if I want to have this discussion because it's like I don't want to publicize this any more than it's already
Just
been
do it.
publicized.
Just do it.
Oh my god. Anyways, so
You
since
already mentioned it, so.
since around
It's okay,
2000
speak out.
since around 2014, I've had this folder that I've collected from various recesses of the internet, various dark recesses. Basically, the entire fucking thing is made of amazing world of Gumball pornography. That's what it is. That's what it is. And I've collected it as a joke. It's been a big funny ha-ha hoot holler with all my buddies over the last 4 years because it's fucking terrible. And I said this in the MapperCast Discord and all fucking like Alp and Reg. Oh, that's so weird! You're such a weird guy!
No, you're
No.
misleading the people.
You are
No,
a fucking
no,
sociopath.
wait.
You're so.
No,
Oh
no,
my
no,
God.
no. Let me explain what happened. You
It
said
is
the
fucking-
fucking monkey memes were your line, but while that is just fine. No,
I didn't say
that was
they
the-
were my line. I said that I didn't personally find them funny.
No, you said that's
fuck-
fine.
You said it. No, fuck
Wait a
you.
second, let me
Like,
speak
yeah,
out.
you said it
You
different.
find pornography of characters from a cartoon show fucking funny when those characters are even like far underage, they're like 12 years old.
Okay, listen. A lot of them, like the vast majority of the
No,
shit
no, no.
in
I
there.
remember now. You find fucking.
Maybe he's truly Catholic.
No,
No.
listen, Cosmic. You find the point of this argument was you find the political monkey memes as the degeneracy of humanity, while you find
I
the
don't
gumball
think they're
porn.
that bad. Okay, let me explain myself a little bit here. Look,
There's no explanation.
there is. This is why it's funny. It is specifically
There is no
funny.
fucking explanation
No,
to this.
there is plenty
think-
of an
wait a
explanation.
second.
You just don't want to hear it. Listen, it is funny. It is specifically funny.
Cosmic, let's get a third opinion. Alien vote something. Cosmic downloads gumball porn. Cosmic traps and kills snakes. What the fuck?
No, I don't try. I did that when I was
What's the
4.
deal
When I was
with
4
Nicole?
years old, I trapped and killed snails
Okay,
when I was 4.
Cosmic mapping,
And I
Toshiko or Toy Bunny.
Cosmic, I'm gonna say it here. I'm gonna ask. Do you find Nicole sexy?
No! The anime one, maybe yes, but not the fucking standard ass.
Wait, what the fuck?
Don't worry about it, don't
joke.
worry.
Okay, let me defend myself here because I am being painted by the fucking media over here. Let me explain.
By the media, are you Trump now?
Okay, listen, it is not. I'm not
Fake
downloading.
news.
I am not downloading the gumball porn because
I'm just making it myself.
and if I was, then trust me, I'd fucking tell ya. But it is specifically because it is so uncomfortable. Is because that's what makes it funny. It is because it is
That's
fucking.
not why I download shit.
No, that's not
I
how.
don't download. I just drag it and put it into a folder, and it's funny. And it.
How is it funny? You fucking weird.
It's funny because it is completely absurd and ridiculous that anybody would even create it. That's why it's funny.
And this picture that we sent earlier in this MapperCast chat, the picture of you with your two neighbors fucking sitting naked in front of a laptop.
I'm not naked in that image.
Could
You
you explain
you
that?
weren't jerking off the fucking gumball.
Yeah.
Weren't you?
Can you explain that?
You found it out, guys. You found it out.
Did you explain that image? Because I'm still confused.
Okay, it's really not like I think one of us turned our video on and we weren't wearing a shirt. I think it was Zach or the other.
And how are we supposed to turn our video on?
And then we were
voice?
Cosmic, nice man tips, man.
Aiden's really driving. Thanks. You can't see my man tits in that image, so. Anyways, Ain home in the home. Dude, I don't remember. I was 4. All I know is that I did it, mainly in like passing stories from my family. So
I swear, Cole,
I have
this is the new
various
fucking
images.
In a call when you were 4?
What? What'd you say?
Did you say that you're getting naked in a call
No!
when you were 4?
I was talking about the snails, because Ain brought up the snails. The goddamn snails.
I actually want to die now.
It's specifically funny because it is so goddamn terrible. And I know you can be like, ooh, it's so weird, ooh, but it's funny because it's fucking weird, it's terrifying. It's like a cursed image. It's the same reason why those are funny.
He just wrote Cosmic is sexually turned on by snail torturing and cartoon cats.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, literally he is.
Wait, those were cats in the cartoon?
Yeah,
the main
those are
character's the
cats.
cat.
I thought those
So
were
now you are
abomination.
supporting.
And let me slightly defend myself on that point too.
I will be
Most
calling people on your ass.
most
Hey,
of
this might
the
be
image.
something-
You go.
Hey, this might be something for me then, if it's cats.
What?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you fucking molested Entia's cat, you sick fuck.
What the fuck is
Wait,
going on?
what? What the
Jesus
fuck? Why don't I know? This what the hell?
This just
What are you saying, man?
This just took a dark turn.
Like it wasn't already dark.
Move on. This is kind of weird, okay? It's getting weird. Let's move on, okay?
Yeah, we're getting too political, guys.
But honestly, like, to defend myself a little bit, the vast majority of the stuff in there is of his mother, okay? It's not, like, of the kids fucking...
Excuse me?
Yes.
It makes it worse. It makes
How does that make it worse that it's
makes it
not the
worse.
kids? How does it not being the kids make it worse?
It makes
Please
it-
Still
elaborate!
talking about gumball.
Shut the fuck up.
It makes it look like you're fetishizing the mother.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Like if you're making it funny at everyone, not one specific person.
Yeah, well,
It's
you're
not
fucking
all of
bucko.
her, it's mainly
You
of
are
her,
not
because that's what the
fucking bucko.
majority of it
Mainly
is.
is still a bad word to use.
This is such a stupid
That's the
conversation.
thing.
Like, look, listen.
Even a conversation at this point.
So Ian is asking what is this podcast?
Let me make this perfectly clear that if I was into it, I'd let you know. I wouldn't, like, I'm not a fucking... What? I'm trying to... Oh my god.
We are losing viewers.
Yeah.
Look, it wasn't me that wanted to talk about it. It was fucking Rat. It was goddamn Rat. That was like, oh, let's talk about the gumball porn.
now you're attacking Red.
Yeah, you're blaming us for your doings.
Oh my god. Because you guys have no listen. You guys have no argument besides. Oh, it's weird.
Wait, what
Like,
do you
give me.
mean we have no argument?
You don't have an argument.
You
What?
can't force shit
we
at me when
do.
I don't even masturbate.
What? Look at my
Oh,
point.
you're irrelevant, Red.
Listen, my point is that it is fucked up and weird. Specifically, like, that's what makes it funny. It's that it's weird. That's what makes it, because it's
your
uncomfortable.
brain that finds it funny.
Yes,
It's your personal opinion. That
Okay.
Pornography is made to get you hard on it, for fuck's sake.
Well, that's what makes it funny, is that people do draw that and do find it attractive. The fact that anybody would find that attractive is mind-boggling and thus funny.
Fucking folder with a fucking amazing World of Gumball porn collection.
The fact that that's there makes it
Imperious.
God damn.
So let's all change our nicknames to Cosmic Stop.
Yeah,
Yes.
Cosmic is
Okay.
You
Cosmic Stop
brought up the
winking, for
point.
fuck's
You
sake.
brought up the point, and I'm gonna defend myself. So
I'm going to burn
I'm
you
just
like the
saying,
witches
Viper
in the
needs to
fucking
see this
medieval
argument.
ages.
Viper needs to see this argument.
If Viper sees it.
Last time when we talked about like sexual stuff, Viper said you're ruining the reputation of MapperCast.
Yeah, basically.
Viper is going to bonus point.
listen, we have twerked on this show. We have taught.
And he
Like-
called you a fucking.
So, like, I mean, like, this conversation is at the very bottom of disgraces that we have performed. And it wasn't my suggestion. Rat, you harped
What?
in
How? No.
on
fuck
us
off.
having
You
this
don't even
conversation.
bring this stuff.
Ayan told for my heart. He said, although to be honest, you're literally talking about Cosmic downloading child porn.
What?
Technically,
No,
it's
it's
not
an
child porn
illustration.
because it's cartoon.
Thank you, NTR.
Lolly
I
porn
gotta-
is also
I'm
gotta
saying
prove.
technically, but
Cosmic.
realistically, it is
Lolly
child
porn
porn.
is
Oh
illegal in
my
several
God.
countries, like including Austria.
Alright, well, listen, in America, where we have good free speech laws, you can draw whatever the fuck you want and have it be perfully legal because it's a draw-in. You can't illegalize a
It's a
drawing.
different-
Excuse me, but there's like
You're drawing, fucking idolize.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it out here.
something
Okay,
against the
so
fucking law.
okay, so regarding pornography law.
Thank you,
can I
Cheese.
Actually,
I remember
in
this
the
one,
United, I'm just gonna say it here. Okay, in the United States, in most each state is different. There's actually a law against like distributing child porn. That's actually illegal. But when it comes to drawings, it's kind of murky in that way. Some states have it, some states don't have it. What I'm just saying is, yeah.
Okay, let me
it's kind
address.
of child pornography in the United
it's
States.
illegal.
Why?
Let's move on.
In general, if
Now
it's
let me address
actually
what
legal-
Fricon. Let me address what
Can you
Fricon
move
said here. He said draw
If Viper
equals
hears this.
draw. Yeah,
You're fucked.
okay,
From
this.
what I understand.
Fricon says, "Oh, draw equals speech." Apparently, yes. The First Amendment says free speech,
I think-
which is described as free expression.
Cosmic.
Which yes. What?
I think, Cosmic, I think the better term would be freedom of expression. not
Okay,
freedom.
yeah. Well, I mean, just in America, generally, free speech is used as a term for all sorts of freedom of expression. But yeah, freedom of expression is allowed.
I mean, there's no such thing as a
Essentially,
freedom
completely.
of expression that describes, I think, but a freedom of speech is described as expression.
Basically, you can draw anything you want, and it's not illegal because it's a drawing. You know, you can't.
Damn it. We're too long on this topic.
Getting off topic.
Anyways, let's move
We're
on.
getting too political.
Let's answer an actual question from the chat. This is ridiculous. Okay.
If animated, look, guys, if animated, like, I mean, I've heard
It's
this.
illegal in the-
I heard of people watching, like, speaking of Boku, look, I heard of people watching Boku no Pico, like Americans watching Boku no Pico.
No,
like,
no.
Yeah, I know it's
No.
disgusting. I know it's disgusting,
Stop.
but you know, it counts as child pornography in a way, you know.
No. We're gonna get demonetized.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Stop talking about cartoon porn.
All right, enough.
To be
I've seen
honest,
reaction videos of it. It's like this.
okay, 1 second.
Okay.
Porn is perfectly fine if it's like both consenting adults in it. Because
Oh, there can
it's
certainly
perfectly
be more
legal.
than two. There can certainly be more than
Yeah,
two.
there can be more than 2. There can be at least,
Yes!
As long as they are adults and as long as they're consenting. But if you
Okay.
have like fucking child pornography where they aren't
Okay, so Finn is asking, what's your favorite
where
Smash
they, are,
company?
where they aren't legally old enough to give consent, then that's technically rape, and rape shouldn't be promoted.
Okay,
That's
Rat,
the reason
you
why
are
rape is
100%.
bad.
You are 100% correct. Except that's not the conversation. Nobody here is taking a pro-child porn stance. We're talking about
Stop
shrines.
talking about
You are literally
No,
you
I'm
are.
not. No, I'm not. Oh my god. I say, I am a free speech absolutist. It doesn't mean if even if I think. Yes, even if I personally think that is. Oh my.
I get what Tom's saying. He disagrees with it, and he supports people's right to do it, but he does not. You know what I'm saying?
Also, alien solo porn is also fine.
It's like even if I believe it is the most egregious expression or political opinion of fucking Nazi marching in the streets or an illustration of child porn, it should be legal because it is purely expression. It is not hurting anyone else.
Yeah, it's like I mean I know this is a bad analogy. Like people putting Nazi.
Okay, we have been arguing about this shit for 15 minutes now.
Yeah, fucking stop.
Halloween.
We have been arguing about this for long enough.
Okay.
I was trying to end it by saying that.
Okay, what's the best death scene in mapping? What's the best death scene in mapping?
My scene is the best death scene in mapping.
Alright, everyone stop. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna everyone take a breather collectively. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're gonna do.
The best death scene in mapping
we're gonna
was
talk
when-
about
Irradiate.
The best death scene in mapping was when Erengeth died.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
You know what? You know what? You know
Universe.
the saddest and best death scene in mapping is when the Groye.
Yeah, well the question was what makes a great death scene in mapping.
Okay, yes, yes.
That's what
how I'm
saddest.
looking at that. Okay, so I mean since before, but the best death scene has to be basically like something like really tragedy. It needs to be a death of a character that's like you need to build up the character, and if you plan to kill him off, make sure it's become like something the audience is attached to, but not too attached to. You know what I'm saying?
It can be attached to.
I mean, I mean,
honest, they should.
What makes a good death scene is if the audience is attached to the character.
I think example from Game of Thrones, like for example from Game of Thrones, those death scenes are so meaningful because those characters are meaningful too, and the more meaningful the characters, the more meaningful the death scene.
Yeah, but in the example of Game of Thrones, it just seems like anarchy.
Well,
Okay,
I was gonna say yes. You know, it should be sad. It should make people feel strong emotions, but you got to be careful not to just go all the way down the hole of killing people off for the sake of being edgy, like parading yourself down the streets. And like I'm the series that kills people off.
If you're gonna have a death scene, make sure to regulate it.
You know, definitely, you don't want to be like Game of Thrones in season 5 when it was essentially just
How is
they were
this
being
2
edgy.
hours long already?
Like,
But the thing
It's
about
2 hours long now.
the thing about Game of Thrones is that every death scene has a purpose. I think.
Well, not every death scene, but a great majority.
Which
of
one?
them.
Which one does? Which one does?
I would say the burning of the child at the stake in season 5.
Purposely to develop Melisandre's character to be like this evil witch thing.
I think it was already established that she was this evil witch person.
Nah, I think that was like, and of course to make the viewers hit.
I disagree. They had already done some. I mean, people. I just feel like that was unneeded. Just like break down the human spirit for no reason.
Wasn't this one of the 3 things Martin told them that this would still happen? So this is not bad writing.
To be honest,
we're not talking about that anymore for Khan, by the way.
The best kind of like character death in a series is like the death of the tragic hero where the protagonist actually doesn't succeed, and yeah, because it just fucking adds up.
Yeah, you got to be careful not to
you gotta make the character really sympathetic, you know,
What is the fucking Sevenist Revolution, anyways? Only bro is asking this for the 3rd time already, and I don't know what the Sevenist Revolution
It's stupid. It's like it's a dumb meme ideology they came up with, and they did a whole thing.
Meme.
It's a bad meme, dude.
It's 2 hours long.
I have not seen Daredevil season 3.
Have you guys seen the new Men in season?
I have not.
No, I don't watch much series actually.
I would have actually watched it, but I could never get to, and I'm more hyped for season 8 of Game of Thrones to be able to watch
Is the Castle available on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a question I was
And I
wondering.
can
too.
actually watch it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, I think we're quite long into this.
Yeah, we're losing viewers. Cosmic.
Yeah, I think
Why are you cosmic for fuck's sake in me?
How are we gonna advertise the Discord now?
I think this MapperCast already takes it.
Robert,
the
I mean-
MapperCast episode in history.
I mean, Robert, it's like
Someone just mentioned Golden Rebel. Someone just
That's-
mentioned.
This is the
Golden
first
Rebel.
podcast
That-
where we don't
that's-
need Cosmic.
that's Robert. Are you trolling because like
This is not.
this is not a death scene. That's not actually a death scene.
That's an actual human being dying.
Yeah, that's not
That's
making
a
it good. That's not making it
Okay, I think to be fair, he meant that in earnest. I don't think he was trying to make a meme, but yeah. I get what you mean.
I hope he's joking because like that's not really a death scene. Something good.
Yeah, I don't think he
It
was.
is a death scene in a sense.
Cosmic,
Yeah,
we are
anyways,
down to 15 viewers. We need to
Oh,
Yeah,
Dylan,
we should
too.
do GG.
Alright, gotta stop it. It's been
quiz.
lower.
Cosmic, this is the proof. We are never gonna finish.
Yeah.
Hey guys, look, it's Dylan's world here.
Yeah, Dylan's are loser now.
Dylan, welcome, Dylan. You popped in
Dylan,
just at
you're
the
a
end of
bit
the show.
late. You missed out a great part.
You missed out
You
on
missed
all the
out
shit,
the
man.
biggest argument ever in mapping.
It's the entire
Let's
great
just
part.
Cosmic. Let's just do the quiz, please. We have
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Just
thing
this
about the.
thing,
Here's the
stop
thing about the.
switching to my alt.
What? All right. So the quiz. I forgot to make it, but I do have the questions, so I'm gonna have to just say them, and hope folks. You know, it won't be on the screen. I don't have any fancy graphics.
Can I participate?
No, you cannot.
No.
Imperial.
Yes, you can.
No,
No, you
you
cannot.
cannot. You cannot.
You are
Yeah.
in the
Can
show.
never.
Guests cannot participate.
This
Anyways.
is so sad.
What?
This is so funny.
Really, Rat?
Rat, really?
It had to be done.
Anyways.
Imperial, you don't have a secondary
He
account.
isn't allowed to answer anyway, so.
What did you do?
He timed you
Your
out.
Lukash age was timed out by Rat for 300.
Good that I have my other account.
No, you
Still
don't.
not allowed
Why
to
did
answer
Mysterious
again.
change his name?
Good that I have my
I don't
name.
know.
Tonk.
Anyways,
Well, that's him.
let's start the quiz. Cosmic.
I guess
Alright,
he's
start the quiz.
rebranding himself. Okay, what? Jesus Christ, guys. Anyways, we're moving on to the quiz, as requested. As I said, I did not make the quiz because I forgot, and we were working on overlays and stuff, so I apologize. But anyways, I have the questions here. So we're starting with just a stupid one. This is for the fan winner, so only... wrong diatribe, excuse me. Whoever gets this question right will be able to submit us a topic that will be guaranteed to be discussed in the next episode of MapperCast. Ooh, gotta love indigestion, am I right? So, you can submit us the topic on this video as a comment once it goes live, MapperCast Twitter, preferably the MapperCast Discord, which is linked in the description below. Anyways, let's go into it. So, good old question, how old am I? How old is Cosmic Mapping? How old am I, folks? I am a man of great age and experience.
By the way, the MapperCast Discord
11 years
in
old.
the description.
Yeah,
the
I
MapperCast
said
was
it.
in the description.
I said it
Cosmic
was.
is 88 years.
Oh, Frank.
Cosmic
No, you
is
can't just get
95 and
it. Finn
he's
got
also-
it. Finn got it.
Furkan answered earlier. He said
Yeah,
seven.
Well, he was
answered
just
earlier.
going down. I think he went like 17, 18, 16.
Only bro, stop.
What do you mean Finn won?
All right, you know what? We'll do.
Furkan.
You know what? We'll do
Furkan.
Furkan. We'll do Furkan.
Furkan,
All right,
yeah.
congratulations,
Furkan.
Furkan. You got it.
Furkan
sir.
says you're 22. Well,
I'm not 22. I'm 17, turning 18 in November.
Yeah,
so there we
Furkan
go.
won.
Good job, Furkan.
Ooh.
Okay.
he's on 17.
I'll be
going
legal,
on
guys.
18.
By the way, what I always wondered, can one be both mapper and fan winner at the same time?
No, you cannot.
Technically you
I was
can.
like,
Yeah.
Technically, you
cannot.
can. I was fan and mapper when at the same time once.
The Discord
Alright.
link should
Yeah.
be.
Imperial can't. Everyone else can.
Okay, second
One-
question.
I say one day I will be, and then you have to watch all those.
Shit. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry,
Or
guys.
Or we just
Actually,
put a
maybe
typical
Dylan's world could be a
MapperCast
guest
and
on
don't.
here.
Hold on, folks. Hold on. Sorry, I
Hurry up.
Hold on. I apologize, guys. I forgot to put the link to
Wait,
the Discord in the
To put it
description.
clear here, guys.
So let
guys,
me get
put it
that in
clear
there.
here. Oldest MapperCast member.
Veteran.
Oh, okay.
Veteran or Viper?
So,
Wait,
Hey,
how old is Viper?
He's 19.
Oh, I'm in the same age with Viper.
I think that Yeah, I mean, wait, Viper went to college early, so I'm not sure.
Okay, hold
Yeah,
on,
he's.
folks.
I mean, I think Viper is younger than me. I think by a couple months.
Holy shit, General Sunglass is 14 and he's like.
Oh well, I
community.
guess I am the oldest mapper here. I'm like, well, this is kind of sad because like when I go around the community, I'm pretty. Nowadays, when I go around the community, I'm usually like the oldest, literally the oldest mapper in any kind of way. So.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 19.
We are in the same age, Bertrand. I'm 19.
But I know a mapper was
9. I'm like mid 19. I'm going to 20 soon.
Yeah, I'm going to 22 soon.
Ooh.
Darn.
Okay, next question.
So, alright, so yeah, I just added the MapperCast Discord to the description, so if you refresh the page, it should be there. Okay, moving on. So, this next one is for the fan topic. Fan topic. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Next one is for the mapper winner. So, whoever gets this question right, on the next episode of MapperCast, we will review one of your mapping series. So please, only answer this question if you are a mapper and you have a series that we have not yet reviewed. So non-mappers do not answer
you're not Imperial mapping.
And you're not Imperial mapping. So yes, non-mappers are excluded, mappers only. Alright, so, which MapperCast guest has the, like, out of all of the guests that have ever been on MapperCast, this one's pretty easy. Which one is the most subscribed?
I'm going to fucking kill myself.
It's pretty. It's pretty easy.
Why?
What?
Does it mean historic guests too? Which
yeah, no, not on the show. I mean every guest that has ever been on the show. You can find a list on the wiki for those.
Yeah, I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah,
that's pretty easy.
Zapod got it. Zapod. Congratulations, Zapod.
Wait.
No.
Wait. Video mapper is
Tiger stuff.
He's a video mapper, not a mapper.
He's been on MapperCast. He was a guest.
Yeah, but he's not.
Yeah, but he's a video mapper.
Well, why does that matter?
Yes, it doesn't. Only guests matter. It doesn't matter what kind of.
It doesn't matter what they do. It's just the guest who has the most subscribers.
Yeah, Dylan, we actually had Tiger Star on twice.
Yeah, we've had Tiger Star on. Yeah, Dylan,
my
my last episode on my show, Tiger Star's dead. It's on my channel.
It's going to be a very easy question. I could have answered if I wasn't guest today.
Thank God.
You would have been.
Okay, so that's what it is.
So congratulations to Zapod. We will be reviewing one of your shows on the next show.
Just have me as permanent guest. And
Zapod
have
has
to
some
review my series.
So yeah, anyone who wants to check out the episode where we had Tiger Star on, it's episode 53.
I'm just saying, by the way, be prepared for some Romanian nationalism in his. Just.
Okay. Anyway, so I guess that brings us to a conclusion. Yes, we should have
the Discord.
Fair, and we get more viewers when we go on Viper. We usually get like around 50, 40, you know, the average. It's just I'm small and my channel's dying, so there you go. Anyways,
let me unlock the poll of the day channel.
The what?
Oh
yeah, okay. So that brings us to an end of our Halloween special, I guess, episode 57. We had some
Cosmic,
boots.
can you spam the link?
The what?
The link spam.
It's in the description.
It's in the description. Don't.
Yeah, he added it.
Yeah, definitely go check out the MapperCast Discord. We're going to be doing the poll of the day in a minute.
We're gonna do other fun things.
Doing other fun stuff on the Discord. The Discord's really coming together. It's been great.
Yeah.
So definitely come on down to the Discord, chat with us, have some fun. It's gonna be great. So,
don't want to miss discussions like the Amazing Gumball shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's essentially the Amazing World of Gumball porn discussion is like the MapperCast Discord.
Everyone in the who's watching join the Discord.
Awesome. So,
yes.
What the hell? Anyways. Thank you guys for coming on down. I had a great time. I hope everyone else had a great time, regardless of the yelling and just the fucking stupid topics. I had a good time. So, I will count down and we will bring this show to an end with the ceremonial screeching. Actually, should I play the anime intro to end it?
You can.
No, I'm doing it.
No, we need an outro then. We need a new outro.
No, we need an anime outro. Shit.
Platine, get in the works for fuck's sakes.
We need
Yeah,
a
get the
screen.
GTA 5 work.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play the anime intro one more time, and then we
No.
shall do.
No,
our
we are not
outro.
doing
Don't
it.
play the intro.
That's what I'm doing.
No,
That's
don't
what's
play
happening.
the intro. You're being a.
If you do this, I leave MapperCast.
Why
Yes,
can't I
I
play
do
the
too.
goddamn
I do too.
intro?
I will leave the MapperCast. I don't.
Cosmic, are you hearing yourself? You're
Why-
asking if you
Intro
can.
is an
why can't
intro.
You, yeah.
We're gonna
The
play it
intro is
as.
an
Oh my
intro.
god, we're gonna play it as like
No,
a
we
little
are not.
goodbye.
No, we are going to end this
No,
on
we
the
are not gonna
traditional.
play. We are gonna play Godfather, and we are gonna be happy about it.
If you would let me
No.
finish my sentence, this would probably be a bit better.
It's a fucking intro, not an
Play the
outro.
Discord.
I was
We
gonna
will-
say, I was gonna say
Uh,
we'd play the intro and then do the screaming.
No, we
Alright.
do
How
this
about we
No,
don't?
you do not do
screaming
intro at
and
the end.
not the intro.
But I guess
Bro,
everyone here is
we
like
need
a
someone
weird
being the server.
fucking psychopath. So I guess what?
You don't do
don't leave
intro at the end though.
Cosmic. If you're gonna play the intro, I'm deleting all of the Cosmic memes from
It's
my
like
channel.
everyone wants it except like you guys for some weird reason. So everyone in the chat was, I'm sorry.
If you want to see
We're
the
not
intro, it's on
playing-
Plata.
If you
it's on
want to
Plat-
see the intro, go
We're not
back to
playing
the
the
beginning
intro.
If you
of
want to see
fucking
the intro, it is public on Plata.
Everyone's being a weirdo about it, so I guess no intro.
Wait,
No,
Thatcher,
Oh, everyone's being a weirdo and you're not? Yeah, that
Wait,
seems
Thatcher, why
totally
did you
fine,
ban
Cosmic.
Scully?
That's
let's
legit.
Why did you ban Scully?
Let's just
Did someone
artistic
ban
teaching
Scully?
the
Yeah.
story. Come on.
Okay.
I did not do anything.
Alright, I
Yeah,
apologize, guys. No intro. So, countdown. What the fuck? Someone's yelling outside my door. Okay. 5, 4,